Let's turn this house into a happy home. For all the homeboys that couldn't get their happy home. Let's turn this house into a happy home. Turn this house into a happy home. Finally got to live a good life inside this happy home. Turn this house into a happy home. Happy home.
All these problems got me gone. We got a family of our own. I just want a happy home.
Turn this house into a happy home.
No man's made to stand alone. I promise I won't do you wrong. I just want a happy
Finally
home.
made it out my mom's house. Got a happy home. Turn this house into a happy home. Finally got to live a good life inside this happy home.
Why am I standing?
Turn this house into a happy home. Shalom.
Shalom.
Right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. Alright, this is Church of Yahushua, 144 first circle, second circle. Link up again to bring out the tribe of Asher. Okay, but before we get started, we're going to face the east. We're going to say Allah, 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 Yahweh, Yahweh, Shama, Shama, Yahushua, Yahushua, Barak Right, so today we're going to be talking about the tribe of Asher. Okay, so the first precept, get Genesis 29:24. Alright, because the tribe of Asher doesn't really get spoken about, you know, amongst other things. Right? So get Genesis 29:24 concerning the tribe of Asher. So today we're going to be breaking down the tribe of Asher, right? Where they are today, and also we'll do some contemporaries like we've been doing with the rest of the tribes. Right?
Okay, so this is Genesis chapter 29, verse 24. And Laban gave unto his daughter Leah Zilpah, his maid, for an handmaid.
Right, so Laban, when you go in the last one of the Dasha, what does it say for Laban?
What, the root of etymology?
Yeah. Laban.
So
Because what you got to realize is Laban, okay? Laban was from what they call Mesopotamia, all right? So we want to show you something in regards to Laban, because the tribe of Asher, their mother was from Mesopotamia as well. She was Zilpah, the handmaid of Leah, okay? Because before Jacob left, all right, his father-in-law gave his wife's handmaids to help out in the house and, you know, stuff like that. You understand? So most of those women, they were coming from what they call Somalia today, all right? The land of two countries, because you got Ham and Shem in Somalia. That's why Somalia is two countries, man. You got the Somaliland, which is not recognized by Esau, and then you've got Somalia. The reason why Somaliland is not recognized is because those guys are Shemitic. Okay, so they're playing a game there because they're trying to cover up who the real Asian Semites were, so they can push that lie with the Iran and the Syria and all that madness. Because you got to remember, Psalms 83 said all these nations came together in a confederacy to put out Israel out of remembrance. Crafty counsel, Psalms 83, man. And in order to do that, you know, you need to get rid of certain landmarks. Like, for instance, you need to change who the Syrian people are. You need to change who the Hamite people are. Because it's funny here, they say the Egyptians were Hamites, okay? But yet, all of a sudden, the Philistines are now from Palestine. But it's funny because they can get away with that. And what beats my imagination is the fact that you got certain elders in Israel that are co-signing that bullshit, man. And Yahweh through the Ruach HaKodesh has brought us out here, which really we are the real scholars of the Bible. We are the real historians, man, because we know the stories. And we've actually gone to the land, okay? We've lived in the land. So who better to tell you about the land than us? Because a lot of these elders are from the diaspora. You know, no disrespect to Apostle Tahara, but he's never been to Africa before, man. So how is he going to be able to tell you who is who? He's basically going off of what the scholars have written. Because he still thinks Mesopotamia is in Iran. And when you look at those Iraqi people, they look like a mingled seed. They look like a mixed multitude, man. An Iraqi guy can pass for anything.
That's why they're called Arab. Arab is what? Mixed.
Those are not the ancient people, bro. When we talk, look, the Ancient of Days, the scripture calls Yahweh the Ancient of Days. We're talking about the people from old time, the old people, the ancient people. Those people are in Somalia, bro. Okay?
Facts.
Ancient nations from time before all these light-skinned, mixed multitude, Neanderthal-looking people came about. Okay? These were like thousands of years, like 6,000 years ago we're talking about. All the nations, the sons of Noah, they were from Africa, man. That's a fact. And it doesn't take a genius to recognize that. So when you're reading this Bible, you need to get rid of that bastard child Europeanized understanding. That's the first hurdle you gotta jump. Because yeah, they told you Yahweh Shai was a Neanderthal-looking Caucasian
That's
man.
right. Imagine that.
And all of you believed it before you found out you were Israelites.
Right.
So you think they just told a lie about just the way Yahweh Shai looks? No, they lied about where the land is too. So the lie was across the entire board. Okay?
Troy.
That's why brothers need to come out of that mentality. But then again, like the Kahana was saying last week, it goes back to self-hatred, man. Because a lot of you hate the way, you know, exactly. A lot of you hate the way, you hate yourselves basically. You hate the Most High. You hate the way the Most High looks. You hate the way the Most High's people look. You hate the Most High's original creation. Because most of these nations that you're seeing are inventions of men, fueled by lust. Okay? That's really what it is. A lot of these nations that you're seeing are newly created nations that were created by the lust of men. Because after, you know, you conquer a nation, what do? You take the women and you have sex with them.
Yep.
And that's when you start seeing all these mixed multitudes of people, man.
Yep.
And it causes mad confusion. And that goes back to Babylon. Babylon means confusion. Alright? And that's the same thing they're doing with the animals. They'll take a wolf and they'll breed it with a Doberman, and then they come out with an Alsatian. That's the same thing that's happening with the nations, man. A lot of these nations are not 100% material. They're mixed multitudes, bro. That's why they're gonna be destroyed. Because the ancient people did not look like that.
No, they didn't.
So what happened is, the warriors and the conquerors, when they conquered and they laid with these strange women, the children that came out of them, they now, you know, took over the whole thing and started changing up the history. That's why there's mad confusion today. And that confusion goes back to Babylon. Mixing with the heathens, bro. Mixing with the Neanderthals. Okay? So that's how this whole confusion started. So that's why we say we're bringing clarity. Right, so back to Asher. It says, concerning the tribe of Asher, we must first visit the humble beginnings of the tribe's entry into the patriarchy. Okay? Via Leah's concubine Zilpah. Alright? So we're going to show you something about Zilpah as well. So Malaka, just help me out. Hold that because the page will rip off in it. Yeah. So Zilpah, alright, what does Laban mean again? Laban.
So the outline of biblical usage for Laban equals white.
Equals what?
White. White.
Pay attention, man. Equals what?
White.
Equals what?
White.
Right, so Laban means what?
White.
Laban.
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 Now I'm gonna hit you
Laban.
with something.
Laban.
Laban means what? White. Now Laban was the one who gave Zilpah to who? Leah. Now Zilpah, okay, Zilpah now had who? Asher. Alright? Now Laban is synonymous with what? Lebanon. Now get Lebanon. Lebanon. Laban, Lebanon. Laban, Lebanon. Get Lebanon. Let me show you guys something, man. Show you something. The Most High don't make mistakes, you know. Everything he does is perfect. You're the one refusing to see it. That's why the precept in Isaiah 6 and 9 says what? See ye indeed, but perceive not. Why does it say that, man? Because sometimes you're gonna put it right in your face, but you still can't see it. Like these brothers are trying to make these mingled multitudes, Israelites, so bad. You know, you got sisters out there from the tribe of Asher that look, you know, just like how we look, West African. They're gonna reject those sisters, you know.
In their mind, Asher might be from I forgot what Asher is from.
They said
America. What is it?
Argentina.
Argentina, okay.
When have you ever spoken to an Argentinian girl before and she showed you any kind of hospitality, man? You guys need to stop bullshitting, you know. It goes back to that precept that says, why trimmest thou thy waist to seek love? They don't like you like that. I keep telling you, even if they are Israelites, they're not gonna go with you. They're not gonna go with you. How many times have you spoken to someone from Argentina? I'm talking about the women from Argentina. And they've been polite and they'll come to your house, they'll cook for you. They don't want you, bro. The only time they want you is if maybe you're an athlete or maybe you're someone of importance. And even to come into your life, they're not coming to build anything. They just come in to penny pinch and look for a way to take you. You know what I mean? So you niggas need to come out of that mentality, man. That's why you stay losing, you know, because fueled by lust and a hatred for your own people, man.
Yeah, because they reject Africa, and that whole thing about Africa they reject it, which is done by the by colonialism and slavery. So basically they were brainwashed into rejecting Africa. So everything that comes from Africa is difficult for the brother to really stay on that, you know what I mean? To have that energy, to embrace that energy.
Right, so what does Lebanon mean?
What?
Lebanon.
Okay. So the heartland. Sorry, do I read it?
No, read it, my main reader. Let me control the reading here. I'll say read it, just read it, brother.
No.
If I want him to read something, I'll tell him.
No.
So what does Lebanon mean?
So the outline of biblical usage for Lebanon is whiteness.
Is what?
Whiteness.
Is what?
Whiteness.
Whiteness.
Let's check Asher. I think it's the same. It's Uruguay. Uruguay to
Argentina. No, they say Uruguay to Argentina. That's what they say. You know, which I mean, there could be Israelites there. We're not doubting that. But why are they always going towards the side of those, you know, Israelite foreigners? When you go, sisters from the tribe of Asher, Gad, that look just like Negroes.
just like Negro. That's a fact.
And these are the same type of niggas. If you give them a bit of money, they're gonna overlook their sisters and go for these.
They'll go for the European.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't GMS say that? No disrespect to GMS, but don't they say that? Oh, you know, don't go for Eve. Don't go for Eve. Don't go for Eve.
Yeah, they say that.
Go to the one that look like, you know, if it look like Italian, Spanish, or whatever. Go for her.
Yeah.
That's a clear brainwashed. Like, you know, you're being a victim of some sort of brainwash when you do that, man. Clearly.
I love my sister.
Clearly.
They're haters, man. That's why Yahweh ain't gonna give you guys no power. The guys who are gonna have the power are the guys that have the Most High's heritage at heart. Because left to you guys alone, the whole nation will be looking like some ligers and hyena lions. Because basically a liger is a mixture of a tiger with a lion. That's what these niggas like, you know. when they get money, they say, oh, I want that foreign chick. I want that chick that looks foreign. You see, that's the mentality. They like that mixed material shit. The Most High don't tolerate that, you know. Yeah, you're gonna have certain Israelites that are gonna be saved that look like other nations, but for the most part, there's still gonna be a link in there to join them back to the original seed line. Okay? Because when you go to Argentina, there's some Negroes there, man.
And, but the thing is, like, they're kind of like they hate that whole heritage. They're trying to kind of like, they got rid of the whole darker Argentina. You don't even see them around, man. All right?
But yet we're gonna take them and put them in the kingdom. You guys are crazy.
Oh, but okay, also, a lot of these Argentina that you see, a lot of them go back to the Spaniard, you know. I'm talking about like the European, I'm talking about the Edomite.
Yeah, isn't that where Hitler went to hide, apparently?
That way he went to
Remember, he said Hitler didn't die, he was in
Oh, he went to-
Argentina.
yeah.
Because a lot of the German Nazis, they went to Argentina, man.
They went to,
and you guys are
South
trying to make them
America.
from the tribe of Asher. You guys are mad.
So you gotta be careful, man.
Sick
You gotta
in
be
the
careful.
brain.
Hitler said that the real Jews were black.
Yeah, but a lot of the Nazi guys, they retired. They ran to Argentina. It's documented. You can look it up. But anyway, so Laban means white, and Zilpah, okay, who was given to Leah by Laban, also means white, and Lebanon means whiteness. So that's how you link the tribe of Asher to Morocco, because Morocco is where you find the whiteness, which is what? The Atlas Mountains.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a video as well of a couple, you know, having the sheep, and they're going toward that Gibraltar Strait, right? And you can see from that point, you can see like the top of Africa, which is Morocco, I suppose, and it was all white, man. You see the whiteness, and that's where it goes back to, man. You know,
Whiteness, man. So you can't get away from that. Laban means white.
I'll put it in the edit. You see it yourself.
Laban means white. Lebanon means whiteness. So that means Asher will be living where the whiteness is. Now, you look into Zilpah, right?
Etymology for it.
Yeah, get Zilpah, the etymology for Zilpah. Because a lot of guys don't even know about Zilpah. They don't even know what Zilpah means.
No.
If you show Zilpah to a brother right now, what's that talking about? They'll be like, huh?
They'll be clueless.
They'll be like, what's that?
So you see, we go into places in the scripture that none of these Israelite camps will go into. And what does that tell you? We are working with the Rawah Kodashah, man. A lot of these camps here, you know, those knuckle-headed guys trying to say we're using guesswork. Really, a lot of these camps are using guesswork.
Yeah, because even the Asher, they're talking about the oil, they're saying no, because those countries got a lot of petroleum. And then that's how they determine who is Asher. But that oil goes back to the food. You see,
You can't eat the petroleum.
So that's a lot of guesswork right there.
There you go. That's the guesswork.
That's the guesswork, man.
We don't guess up here, you know. We're guided by the Spirit, man.
The Most High.
That's why we said this is most spiritual camp. And when we go into the lesson, you're gonna see how spiritual this Machanaha is. That's how you say camp in Lashwana Kodasha, Machanaha. This is a Rawaha Machanaha. Okay?
But let's say we try to be too deep. But Yahweh Sha'an, when he's around, that's what I was saying, you know, like this guy, he went to Sabina, man. Yeah,
Hey.
because they didn't understand what he was doing.
But-
so it's the same thing right now.
If we are disciples of Yahweh Shai, okay, we'll be dealing with the deep stuff because through the Spirit, Yahweh Shai was walking on deep waters.
Whoa!
He was actually walking on the deep waters.
Right.
So if we are disciples of Yahweh Shai, we're gonna be dealing with some deep stuff, man.
Yep.
And the only time you're gonna drown is if you try and wrestle us. That's when you go drown, man. Okay? So if you got any kind of wisdom, you jump on the ship. Alright? So Laban means white, and what does Zilpah mean, Malaka? Zilpah.
The outline of biblical usage for Zilpah equals a trickling.
A what?
A trickling.
A what?
A trickling.
Now you see, that's also gonna find out where these individuals were living. Because remember Laban, okay, we told you Laban was from Somalia. Now check this out. Zilpah means a trickling. That goes back to the frankincense and myrrh. Because how do you make frankincense and myrrh? You stab the tree and then the frankincense, the myrrh trickles out. It literally trickles out. Just like when you stab someone, what does the blood do? It trickles out. You see that? Like raindrops trickling on a window. That's how the myrrh comes out of the trees, man. That's why her name means a trickling. So that shows you that she was from Somalia. So the people from what they call Somaliland, because you gotta remember, Somalia is what? 2 countries. You got Somaliland and then you've got Somalia. That's why a lot of the people from Somaliland behave just like Jakes. Okay? Like even Tupac, he looks like he's from Somaliland.
Eritrea as well.
He took that from his grandma. His grandma on his father's side.
Eritrean as well.
Just like an Eritrean.
There you go. Because those are Shemites. Those are what? Abraham's kinfolk. Those were the people that we used to go to pick wives from.
That's why I like them so much.
I'm talking about the patriarchs, alright? They were called Syrians. Syrians, the Syrians.
Yeah, the Syrians.
So these newly created people that are calling themselves Syrian, they're not even the real Syrians, man. That's a nation newly created, alright? And all these nations came together. He mentions them in Psalms 83. So Psalms 83 talks about that, alright?
Hold on to this one.
It talks about the nations that came together in confederacy against us.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll let Hazakwala show that. So yeah, so Zilpah means a trickling, which goes back to what? Frankincense and myrrh. And Somalia is the #1 producer of frankincense.
We spoke about it already anyway. That video proving that the land is in Africa.
What's the Somalians done that?
Well, technically Africa was called Akebulan, right?
Yeah, Akebulan,
Yeah, we know Africa.
That's what it was called. That term Africa came after Scipio conquered the land. You know, really, it's the land of Israel, but they know it as Africa, so we say Africa, innit?
That's why we say Africa.
No, he's not. He's on the phone, bro. He's West African, bro. He's not. Plus, his camera's facing there. It's not gonna catch it. I know about cameras, bro. Trust me. He can't catch us.
Yeah, but I carry
We'll go check him out then, innit? Right, so concerning the tribe of Asher, we must first visit the humble beginnings of the tribe's entry into the patriarch via Leah's concubine Zilpah. So the brother read, have you read Genesis 29:24? Right, so Genesis 29:24, Laban gives Leah a handmaid called Zilpah, which means a trickling. Alright? Because that's how they make the frankincense and myrrh. They cut the trees and then it trickles out. That's how they get it. Right?
That's right.
And also that's through the spirit. That's why the Most High like the frankincense and myrrh, man.
Exactly.
Because what? Somalia is what? The Horn of Africa.
That's right.
And also that's where the Dalata to the Shamayama is. And Yahweh Shai is coming from there.
Oh, that's where the door.
It's coming through that door. Alright? And that's why through the spirit Esau has set up shop there.
Yeah, to stop it because that's where the war will take place.
He gonna come from there. They're ready. Hey, Esau is ready, you know. Don't get it twisted.
That's why they weaponize his face.
Exactly, and also that's why there's a lot of instability in that region because they need the chaos so they can monitor that region. Because without chaos, there'll be no reason to go there.
That's right.
Because there's a documentary about Somaliland, how many bombs they have. Landmines. They've set up so many landmines in a deserted place, bro.
Why would they do that?
Because they know what they're doing anyway. Cunning Hunter. Right, so
Just recently, Elon Musk as well, so that's heard to that one.
Bring it out.
Yeah, Elon Musk just launched another rocket, another, one of those things, isn't it? To put up in, the technology we was talking about, to put up in the sky, So
There's war coming, isn't it?
yeah,
Yep.
so they know, that's what I'm
Mushroom
saying.
fraud.
right, so back to this now. So Laban gives Leah a handmaiden called Zilpah, which means a trickling, as pertaining to how the myrrh trickles out from the Commiphora tree. So basically, the Commiphora tree is where they get the myrrh from. It's called the Commiphora tree, right? Yeah, Commiphora tree. Right, which sheds more light on the country of origin, as Somalia is the leading producer of frankincense and myrrh. Okay, a quick word search for Somalian will also bring us to none other than the Lashawana Kwadasha. So go on Google and type in Somali. That's where they get the term Somalia from. They get it from Somalia with an A, not an O. You see, the nations, they play with words. Yeah, but just type in Somalia, and go to Wikipedia. Somalia language, Somalia. Yeah, that one, Somalia. Wikipedia, Somalia. Not Somalia, Somalia. S-A, Somalia. Yeah, look. Yeah, because if you write Somalia, it's not gonna come up, is it? Because remember, they've changed a lot of things. Somalia, exactly. Yeah, but they put the O there to put you off, so you won't find that information. But you gotta remember, we're working with the spirit up here, innit? So we can bypass all the hurdles. Somalia language. Did I send it to you on WhatsApp? Yeah, go on your WhatsApp. Right, so if you check out the Somalia, it says the country of origin, as Somalia is the leading producer of frankincense and myrrh. It says a quick word search for Somalian will also bring us to none other than the Lashawana Kodasha on the Kutamua still. You see that? A lot of people didn't know that, man. Right, so it says clearly showing that the Somalians, especially the unrecognized part of the country, okay, called Somaliland, as these peoples go back to the ancient peoples of Mesopotamia, man. Somalian, yeah.
Somalian is primarily known from three inscriptions: the Hadad statue and the Panamua inscription, right? Both unearthed in the late 19th century, and the third known as the Kutamua stele.
Now click on that Kutamua still.
Kutamua stele.
And see the inscriptions that are on there for yourself, innit? Kutamua still. And then click on the picture that comes up. Yeah, it's slow. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to put it in the video, man. So that Kutamua still, when you look on it, it's got the Lashawana Kodasha on there, man. So that shows you the Somalians were the real Syrians. See that?
Oh, so is that why I had a dream there where I saw a flares coming up from the
Lashawana Kodasha. Yeah, that's it. That's Lashawana Kodasha, bro.
Yara.
but you just can't.
Oh yeah, you can.
This last one, Abagada, it's all there. Sha.
Yo, the spirit that's hit me. When you were talking about you don't want shooting the rocket, that's why they're talking. I heard the thing about talking about flares coming to knock out the internet and knock out.
Oh yeah, I heard about that too.
So basically, that's what that represents. Okay.
Oh, right.
It makes sense.
Yeah, because soon there ain't gonna be no internet, man.
Yeah.
All of these videos are gonna be gone. You can't reach us. It's just gonna be you and yourself. And that's when you go see this shit is real, man. And then the Most High will have us all set up and ready to go. And all you brothers that were talking shit, man, we're just gonna pull up on you, and you already know what's going down.
Yeah, the court gonna be held. We're gonna hold court, man.
Because all this YouTube, all of this YouTube and all this madness is gonna be over. I hate standing in front of the camera, man.
I don't like this.
I wanna talk to you face to face. But it's not our program. Yahweh wants us to do this first, and then we go to the next step, okay? Like we've been doing, from lying in wait to raising up their heads. And then Shah season, man, you're gonna see us. We keep saying it. And it's not gonna be a nice encounter. Especially for those of you that have been talking smack about us. Because you got no reason to. If you don't agree, just go and watch something else. Or, you know, carry on with your 3 videos a day. You don't have to believe what we're saying, okay? Because what did the scripture say? It said, so shall my, Isaiah 55 verse 11, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void. That's the same with these breakdowns.
You know, yesterday I was watching the brother Dawada. They were doing the work with some brother that I won't mention. And then there's a brother that came, he got an evil guy. And
what tribe did they say he's from?
No, it's not even that. It was, I think on his algorithm on YouTube, the new one came up. So he was inquiring about the new one to get my phone from. And the one that was like, no man, it's like, why do you want to go into some deep stuff? That's how you know the Most High is not dealing with those guys because they're trying to be deep. But the Most High talking about the simplicity. But there's a verse talking about how long is simple one shall you love simplicity. Break that down for me, man. Okay? The Most High talks about that as well.
Elder, come over, man.
Right, so check this out. It's a Kutamua still clearly showing the Somalians, especially the unrecognized part of the country called Somaliland, as these peoples go back to the ancient peoples of Mesopotamia. Now, if we don't show you who the Somalians are, how are you gonna know like who to pick? And like, let's say the Most High gives you power right now, you're gonna be killing the wrong people, because for the most part these Somalian girls, they're not trespassing against no one, and those are your kinfolk. They're from Abraham's bloodline, bro. So you can literally take a Somalian woman for a wife, and that's not a sin, because if there's even a scripture that says thou shalt not abhor a Syrian, for he's thy brother. That's a law. Because that's where all the patriarchs got their wives from.
Oh, Malak, when you say Somalian, that's because you know the Somalian, the Hamite one. You got the Syrian, which are the Shema. But you can tell, but if you're not trained, that's the point, Malak. If you're not trained to know which one is which, you're lost from there. You won't think that, oh, that's a Hamite, when that's a Syrian, man.
Pretty like Tony and sing with me angel with all the 2 wings, yeah. When you waist me darling, make me feel like I love me falling, yeah. Bend over on the railing, bad man I turn you like.
That's Abraham, folks.
That's what I'm saying, the knowledge.
Moses, that's where Moses took his wife from, man. When he said that Ethiopian, she was actually a Syrian. She wasn't a Cushite, she was a Shemite. So when we're teaching you the new one, it's for you to get ready for that time.
So who are the Putites?
Yeah, Put is Ham. They were the Egyptians, yeah.
Shemites. Hamites. Well, what's the difference between a Putite and a Hamite?
They're the same people. Yeah, Putite is Ham as well.
What's the difference between a Hamite and a Hagarene?
Hagarenes are Shemites. They're Ishmaelites. Basically, Hagarene means sons of Hagar. Because you know, after Abraham sent Hagar away, his son became mighty and multiplied and Hey, Ishmael even buried Abraham, you know. When Abraham died, he buried him. So Ishmael became a mighty nation. So you had a sect of Ishmaelites that called themselves the Hagarenes, meaning the sons of Hagar. So they were rebellious. The Egyptians were Matazarayama. Basically, they were a mixture of Puts. They were a mixture of, because you know, Ham had different sons. He had basically, get Genesis 10. Genesis 10. Let's go into that real quick. Because you got to understand the difference between Shem and Ham. Okay? Shem and Ham are not the same people.
We're not the same people.
They live side by side. And that was mainly in what? Mesopotamia. Because in Mesopotamia, Nimrod had his majesty. He was a Hamite. But then Nebuchadnezzar now came and took over. He was a Shemite. That's why they called themselves the Assyrians. It just goes back to Syrian. Okay? Read that.
Right, Genesis 10:1. Now these are the generation of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood.
Now get Ham's sons. Ham's sons. Because Ham had different sons. Canaan, he had Put.
Verse 6 of Genesis 10. And the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, and Put, and Canaan.
There you go. So there's Cushites.
Yes.
Okay. There's Putites. And there's the Canaanites.
And you go to Mizraim, and Mizraim and the Egyptian.
Mizraim, Egyptian ones.
You know,
Mizraim.
your how do you call it? Your Sudanese people.
Mizraim.
Yeah, you are reading? And that's it. Yeah?
Yeah, that's it on that, man. So yeah, so that Egypt, man, it was a mixed multitude of Hamites. You know,
Makes sense, doesn't it?
and they got conquered by the Shemites because eventually Shem took over, and that's where the whole Babylonian Empire came from. Because Babylon just means mixed up and confused, because it was a mixture of Shem and Ham. So what we're seeing today is like the New Age Babylon. Okay, so the people that you're seeing up there, they all mash up, man. Most of them are gonna be destroyed, and the Most High showed that with the way He sent the earthquake there and buried them, because they're not real people. It's like taking, because that Bully XL, that's not a real dog.
That's right.
That dog has got leprosy as well, man. I was looking at that Bully XL. That's not a real. A lot of these animals are gonna die as well. And I realized that Esau has created so many different animals that the Most High didn't make. A lot of these dogs are not real. Like the poodle, that's not a real dog. The Most High didn't make a poodle. You know the one that looks like it's got no skin.
Yeah, the one that even
It looks like a diseased dog.
You got cat as well like that.
Even the pug. The Most High didn't create the pug.
No, that's my name.
You know? So a lot of these dogs are off, man. They're off. The mini Jack Russell, that's not a real dog. The Dalmatian is not a real dog.
Nah, that's a lab. That's a lab.
That's a lab dog, bro. All them dogs are gonna be destroyed.
That's why I say not even the dog that piece on the Babylon Road shall be saved.
The real
shall be
dogs.
all destroyed.
You know what the real dogs are? You know the ones in West Africa, the brown one.
The brown one, yeah.
Just one color.
Yes, one color, yeah.
You know what I mean? It looks a bit like a Doberman. Because you actually got Israelites. You got Israelites from Ghana that look like those dogs. They've got that phenotype of that dog. And that goes back to Apostle Gamara and his hitmen, the people from Calabar. They got that dog phenotype. That's spiritual. Because they go back to the tribe of Judah. And Caleb means dog. And those guys are strong, man. Strong guys. And they're normally tall as well. I'm going to send you a picture of one of those guys. One of those Judite guys, they're tall and they're strong. And they got the phenotype of those West African dogs, the real dogs. That's why DMX used to say, where my dogs at? Because they literally look like dogs. They look like those West African dogs, man. And they're strong as well, bro. That guy, man, his name was Budo. B-U-D-O. They call them Budos. They're basically like the area Debos. Big, tall, strong guys. You know, they normally basically go around, you know, taking money from people that don't like to, you know, give back to the community. So they take the money and they give it back. So the Most High has his way to order things out. So I'll show you that side as well, so you can add it to it. But anyway, we're talking about the tribe of Asher, all right? So let's stay on the topic. So you guys need to understand, you're all confused, man. And that goes back to Babylon, confusion. Even your elders are confused as well.
Yeah.
All right?
Concrete ready.
Right, so check this out. It says the tribes Mesopotamia, which is wrongly portrayed as being Iran. Because they say Mesopotamia is in Iran. When have you, Iraq or Iran or whatever, when have you ever met someone from Iraqi before? You niggas out there. When have you ever seen a guy from Iraqi? These are strange nations, man. So that shows you those are not Abraham's people. Because Abraham is from where? Nigeria. That's where he's from. So how the hell are you going to get Nigeria out of Iraq? That's a strange nation of people, man. Okay? Because Abraham originally came from Somalia, but he became Ephraim. So Ephraim is in Nigeria, man. Okay? That's why through the spirit, the Nigerians are taking over now. Really, that's what's happening. Because now I'm seeing a lot of, you see, that's how you know these women are full of shit. A lot of these women are now going for Nigerian guys. Like women that you won't normally see with a West African. You know, like these other nations, like these Arab women, they're all hanging around with Jake now from Nigeria. Even in America, a lot of the American women are now going with Nigerian guys. Because there's a shift now.
The Most High is reminding us of old Jerusalem. But actually Nigerian, which is Ephraim, they go back to what? The Jebusite, man. The Jebu, which is Jebu, which is Jerusalem. And that's where the energy comes from, man. So the Most High is letting us know where the house is. That's why the music from Nigeria is popping off right now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all spiritual,
It's
man.
like the infant right now.
Huh?
The infant.
Yeah, but it's like...
Because that's where all these knuckleheads, all these peons that look like ligers and chihuahuas, they came from the Nigerian guy, the Abraham guy. So the Most High is just basically back to sender. Because they gonna reap the harvest. Because all of these guys that you're seeing out here, all these women that think they look like something from the other nations, they all came from Nigeria, the Nigerian guy. Because what? Ephraim is what? The fruitful bough. He can have all the races, man.
Yeah, that's why you see in Nigeria, you go to Nigeria, you look at one like, bro, you look at a guy in Atlanta. That guy look like a guy in Southern America. How do you call those places, man? Those are southern part of North America. Louisiana, all those places. You know, you go to Nigeria, you see one of them looking like those guys. Why? Because that's Ephraim, man.
Ephraim,
and for you guys thinking like, oh, all American are Judites, that's you not studying. You're not studying, man. Most of American will be from the Ephraim tribe, man. Okay? But they were taken from that area. Obviously, you got Judah there. You got other tribes, but a lot of them are Ephraim. They're not Judites. A lot of them are not Judah. A lot of them will be Ephraim. Okay, that's why they got the women are bitches are belly. Like Ahab. Like, you know, it goes, Ahab, we know that Ahab is from Nigeria. Okay, you gotta understand this thing. You gotta study and let the spirit, like, walk through you. You know?
And it's funny because the reason why the elders don't want to talk about it is because they don't want the brothers to come and realize.
That's what it is. Truth hurts.
Because I've seen Apostle Gabaraz making videos about IUIC and all that. And I'm thinking, yo, IUIC and all that, we dress the same way they dress. So through the spirit, you can tell we're linked. Talk about us, man. If what we're doing, he recently made a video saying he is a defender of the truth. I don't know if you've seen that video. So if you're a defender of the gospel and what we're teaching is some BS, why don't you want to talk about us? You know why? Because a lot of brothers don't even know we're teaching.
Right.
So if he talks about us, they're going to come check us out. They're going to go back and do the research and say, oh shit, just like the water did when I told him about the Pentecost. Because I told him, how can you keep a Sabbath based on the moon? When the Pentecost comes, how are you going to do a 50-day count when you only got 28.5 days?
Really?
And he was like, oh shit. You see that? That's why they avoid it, because they don't want to get tricked. They want to be right all the time, and that's very dangerous, you know.
Wrong and strong. Definitely. Most likely, as a man, you have to adjust like the strips.
Don't worry, though. We're gonna lead them to study.
I am not perfect.
They're gonna study.
One thing I'm trying to do.
Right,
is
so it says, where am I? It says, yeah, Mesopotamia is wrongly being portrayed as Iran. So we're basically talking about where Zilpah, Asher's mom, came from. Staying on topic. It says all these fabrications are geared towards further drawing the minds. Because look, once they got your mind, they don't need to fight you. It's a mental warfare going on out here.
That's right.
It's your mind. They're trying to get your mind. They don't care about your physicality. They don't care about you going to the gym, you running, you getting, you know, they just want to get your mind. Because once the enemy gets your mind, you're defeated. That's why brothers need to control their eyes. And the sisters as well, you need to control your eyes. You need to control what you're seeing, man. You need to control what you're watching. Because what your eye sees is going to be processed in your mind. And what your mind is thinking is going to control how your body reacts. And how your body reacts determines how your spirit gets defiled or gets energized.
Right.
So it all plays against itself. So you got to be careful, and it all starts with the eyes. Because once you see with your eyes and perceive, that's when your brain starts to go to work, and then everything is like a domino effect. But it all starts with the eyes, man. Okay?
Right.
It all starts with the eyes. That's why you got to control what you see, man. There's certain things, like when you have a camera, there's something called a focus. Sometimes you're looking at something, but it's blurry, so you got to focus it. You got to control your focus, man. You see a lot of abominations out here. You gotta pretend like you don't see it. The same way these niggas pretend like they don't see us. That's how you gotta be. You gotta act like you don't see them.
And focus is also follow one course until successful.
Repeat that again.
Follow one course until successful. Focus.
Yeah, you gotta focus, man, on the right thing.
Yeah, on the right thing.
And you gotta blur out the rest of the BS.
Yeah.
Pretend like you don't see it, man.
Yeah.
You know, even like, for instance, when you see a nice woman, pretend like you don't see her. Just walk past her, man. Blur it. Don't focus. Blur it. Just see it in a flash and just keep going. Don't even look back. Because for the most part, a lot of these women are working for Satan, man.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that look like Instagram models. They're all recruited by Satan.
No, tell them about the sister that came when you was
Right?
Yeah, I'll talk
Yeah. Right, so it says wrongly portrayed, alright? It says all these fabrications are geared towards further drawing the minds of the tribes of Israel away from their true heritage, as these Somaliland peoples are Shemites. Okay, now it all makes sense, isn't it? Because there's two types of Somalians, the Hamite Somalian and the Shemite Somalian. And I've noticed the Shemite Somalian are just like
And I've
James.
seen a lot of them.
And I'm like, rah, so now it's making sense. You know what I mean? The Most High is just on something. Even the Somalian women, some of them you're like, yo, you know, because that's Shem. Those were the handmaids. You know what I mean? And that was the spirit, because you know Sister Zayana, she used to go and do waxing. And it was a Somalian woman that used to do that for her. That's the handmaid, bro. See that?
That's the spirit.
indhaha jecel oo waragaaga dumarun keliga ka eegtay afka jecel oo magacaaga intaasoo ku amaanay mudala wali asagaaga agtaada midandhiga ina boode rabta oy waashe rabta la taabte rabta gadaal ubax horay ubax garabka nuuxi madaxa ku dar gacanta taag daabka ku dar kadib arida bac.
Even the kingdom, they will be around us in that regard.
Yeah, those are the kind of women we're gonna have around us, man. For handmaids, okay, servants. The other nations ain't gonna get that privilege, man. They're gonna be hard grafted, cleaning up all of this shit. These houses, these brick. What, you think we're gonna be taking out this metal? No, we ain't got time for that. That's what they're gonna be doing. Shit shoveling, bro. Because in order for the earth to go back to factory settings, someone's hands need to get busy, okay? Because anything that the Most High didn't create is gonna be destroyed.
Yeah.
You know, all this plastic, all of this fake wood, all of these houses, these skyscrapers blocking out the sun, it's all gonna be thrown down. It says anything that exalteth itself against Yahweh is going to be destroyed.
And that's why
And these buildings are exalting themselves against the Most High. Why?
Right.
Because they're blocking out the Most High sun.
Right.
They're exalting themselves
Tower of Babel,
against the
isn't it?
Most High. Yeah.
Mini Tower of Babel.
Right. So, continuing, it says, to draw our minds out of the tribes of Israel away from their true heritage, as these Somaliland people are Shemites, whereas the recognized Somalia is mostly Ham. So the one that they do recognize, those are the Hamites, because you know they recognize Somalia, but they don't recognize Somaliland.
Right.
That's spiritual, bro.
Yeah, that is spiritual. That is spiritual, man.
All right, that is spiritual. Right. So it says, whereas the recognized Somalia is mostly Ham. It says these two separate entities go back to Shinar. Okay, because remember, Shinar was where who Nimrod was from,
That's right.
and Shinar was where who Nebuchadnezzar was from. The country of two different peoples, Shem and Ham. Okay, right. So it says the land of it says Shinar. Okay, the definition for Shinar is what? Somalia. You see that? So get Shinar. Yeah, what's that here? Oh, chariot. Yeah. So get Shinar. Shinar. Get the definition for that, real quick. So Shinar is what? The country of two rivers, right? Bro, you're coming too close. So get Shinar real quick. Outline biblical usage, because even that term Shah, it goes back to what? Shana. Shinar sounds like Shana, which is what? Teeth.
Teeth. Yeah.
And the teeth come in what? Twos. They come in twos, man. So it shows you it's a land of two powers.
Yeah.
Because Shah represents power. Shana, which is teeth. It represents power, the Shah. And that's what we're waiting for, the Shah season. So Shah season is gonna be power season, man. Because that's what you guys are waiting for, innit? You're waiting for the power to lay down like a little bitch. Because that's what women do. They wait for you to get power before they bow down. So when the Most High gives us the power, sorry to say, a lot of you brothers are going to be treated like bitches. Because we're going to tell you to your face, well, since you waited for us to get the power for you to get in line, now we're going to treat you like a bitch. We're going to drag you across the... That's what we're going to do, man. Because a lot of you guys are disrespectful. And a lot of you guys are effeminate as well. So we're going to treat you like effeminate men. Because a real man of valor will be in order. That's what real men of valor do. They respect order. Look at the brothers Aquana and Aquama, man. Okay? That guy ain't an average man, you know. But you see how in order he... When has he ever lifted up his countenance against the ministry? Never. He's always in order. Even Mayaka Allah, man. So that shows you those guys are real men of valor, man. That's why Yahweh through the Spirit put them in the first circle. Because he created the men, so he knows what's in every man. So the fact that you ain't in either of the circles, that shows us you're effeminate. So when the time comes, we're going to put that energy, man. When the Most High, you know, in short season, that's how you're going to get dealt with. Okay? Alright. So read that, Shinar. Go into Shinar.
The outline of biblical usage for Shinar equals country of two rivers.
Country of what?
Country of two rivers.
So that can be spiritually discerned as the country of two powers. Because I just broke it down. Shana, which goes back to teeth, represents power. Shah. Okay? And that goes back to the two powers that dominated that region. The Nimrod Empire and the Nebuchadnezzar Empire.
So that's the Roman, the Persian. The Persian, right?
No, the Assyrian. Because basically Nebuchadnezzar was an Assyrian. Okay. And Nimrod was what? The first superpower, which is Ham. That's Genesis 10. That was time ago.
And Ham cannot be in Iraq when we all know that Kemet, which is Kemet, is in Africa. Alright, it's chilling in Africa, ruling. Why would I go to Iraq to rule when you got that rich land where they can get everything from? When you want to rule, you start it from a land that can nurture you. You're not gonna go in a foreign land talking about we went there to colonize. We're so powerful. We went to Iraq. Don't make sense, bro. Sometimes you gotta use common sense. You know?
And so they completed Africa. You know how big Africa is? Yeah? You know how big Africa is? You think you can finish taking over the whole of Africa and then you go into, nah, it didn't work like that. Back then they didn't have helicopters and all that.
Imagine that.
Okay?
Come on, man.
So that's where the clarity comes in, man. Alright? And if you say you're a defender of the truth, you talk about the new wine.
Debunk it,
Because
man.
we're actually coming out. We're not just, we're not tweaking just one thing. Because you guys already got corrected about the confusion of faces. They're still angry about that. Why should you be angry about being corrected about something as basic as that?
Because the truth shall set you free.
You guys got corrected about the moon cycle. You got salty about that as well. So it's like now, the Most High opened the floodgates. It's not just one thing anymore. There's so many things. So they're like, to hell with this, to hell with this. But you know what? We're gonna meet soon, okay? And the same way we're acting now, I'm not gonna change, It's gonna be the same attitude.
Same attitude, same boldness.
It's gonna be the same thing. The same way I'm talking now, it's gonna be the same way we're gonna talk to you brothers at the council. It's gonna be the same energy. I'm not gonna change and say, nah. If anything, I'm gonna be worse. Because then we're gonna have power as well. Right now I'm
serious, like.
because right now,
Judgment time,
the Most High hasn't given us the authority to get you guys. So now we're just playing humble pie. Out here reading the scriptures, breaking down the tribes. But in Shah season, you're going to see a different animal, okay?
Love that energy.
You're going to see a different animal,
Love that
man.
energy.
And it's not going to be nice, especially for you stubborn brothers, man. Examples are going to be made out of you, okay? Because you guys claim you're representing Yahweh Shai. That's what they say, innit? Every time they open up, they talk about Yahweh Shai. Now you're meeting the disciples that were actually with Yahweh Shai, and you're disrespecting them. So hey, when the time comes, that's when you're going to see how Yahweh Shai really is, man. Okay? Because in as much as you have disrespected Yahweh Shai's disciples, you have disrespected him. Right, so where was I? Okay, so Shinar, the land of two rivers, which can be discerned as the land of two sons of Noah, Shem and Ham. Because a river is what divides the land. That's why when you get to the Jordan, that's the division between Gilead and the rest. Because back in the ancient world, once you cross a river, you're going into another community. That's how the Most High divides the land, using rivers, okay? Like the Euphrates. Can you see the river Euphrates from the Pison all the way up there? Yeah, the Euphrates is actually part of what they call the Nile, because Nile just means river.
Which that is half Egypt, half Uganda, right?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they use Nile as a trick word to confuse you, so you don't know that the Euphrates is actually connected to what they call the Nile, because Nile just means river, but they don't tell you what river. They just say Nile. So they don't classify it, because that Nile, it goes all the way up into the blue Nile, the white Nile, and that's all the rivers from the Garden of Eden. We made a video about that already. Yeah, we made a video about that already. You see what I'm saying? That's why Apostle Gabara don't want to talk about us, because there's too much to tackle, which he hasn't got the oil to tackle. So what he will do is, he'll go on IUIC. Nathaniel 7 don't care about you guys. We've already shown you who Nathaniel 7 is.
It's Korah and
he goes back to Korah and Caiaphas. You think he's got time for you guys? He's laughing at, look, he's in cloud 9 right now. And his judgment is already sealed. Focus on the brothers that are wearing the earpods, man. That's who you should be focusing on. You're busy making videos about IUIC as if IUIC care. IUIC are superstars, man. They got their own TV.
They wanted to buy a church for 1 million or something like that.
They ain't got time. They ain't got time for you, man.
Bro, they're worth more than that, They're balling. Seriously, they're balling.
IUIC ain't got time for GMS,
They're
man.
balling, man.
They don't want to talk about the new wine.
They definitely sign contracts with.
Oh, come on, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Right, so it says the two sons of Noah, okay, are synonymous with Shinar because Noah had what? Shem and Ham predominantly are dominating Africa, and Japhet enlarged into Europe. It says that Japhet be enlarged.
Yeah, also, the Russia energy is not Esau, you know. The Russia energy is Japhet. All right, carry on, man. Just I thought I would just say that a lot of people still thinking that Russia, for the most part, they're different. They're rejecting homosexuality. That alone should let you know about the energy that comes with it, man. All these Edomite country accepted that sodomite thing.
Except for them.
All right, except for them. That should let you know the nation that they represent. Carry on.
And also, was it Japhet the one who turned his back and covered the naked?
I know.
So it shows you Japhet has a bit of righteousness.
Yeah,
man.
See
that?
That's spiritual right there.
Yeah, man.
I never seen it that way. Yeah, that's spiritual.
Right, and also when Japhet went into Europe, okay, there were people there already. The eco people would have been there. So what they've done is they went and mixed with them, and that's why they look the way they do today. That doesn't mean they're not sons of Noah. They are, but they just mingled with the multitude. Because the Eskimo people are eco people as well. The ones that live in the igloos, and there's some of them in Russia, man. That's why when you go to Russia, you can see every type of Caucasian person there. You know, that's why they call them Russian supermodels. Those are Israelites, man. That went and mixed among the heathen. You know what I mean?
As well. That's why you got the black icon or something like that. Because we were there as well.
Yeah, man. You know. Right. So let's get into this.
Let's go.
We're still on the first page, you know. Damn.
Wow.
Right. So it says Shem and Ham, which were represented expressly by Nimrod, the Hamite, and later Nebuchadnezzar, who was Shemitic.
Right.
It says all this makes Asher's mom Zilpah a Shemite. So that shows you even the handmaidens that made up the 12 tribes, they were Shemitic.
Bilah was
Shemite.
Yeah, they were Shemitic, innit? They were handmaids given by Laban from Mesopotamia. Yeah, Syria. So they were all Syrian. All of them were Syrian. Okay. So we come from a Shemitic bloodline.
Yeah.
You know.
I know that.
Right. So it says.
So it's cut up. Is that why some Somali people they have love for like black people?
Yeah, it could be the reason.
They're Shem as well.
They're Shem as well. A lot of them are Shem. They're Shem and there's Ham. Remember that.
They're Shem.
When you look
They're
at
the
them,
ancient people.
look at them, you will see them. The Somalian, the Hamite, they look a certain way, and the Shemite that goes toward us as far as phenotype. You know what I mean? You will see that when you see them. Just pay attention more. Pay attention more.
Right. It says all this makes Asher's mom Zilpah a Shemite, as these were the kingsmen of Abraham. Okay. And the desired choice for the patriarchs to choose as wives. Genesis chapter 10 verse 10. A precept showing Shinar goes back to describing a landmass. Bear with me, brothers.
Already?
No, you've read it already.
No.
A landmass, okay, divides as the region is divided by two rivers, namely the Juba and the Shabelle. Those are the two rivers of Somalia,
We
bro.
already mentioned that.
Come on, man. The Juba and Shabelle. So Somalia is the land of two rivers. That goes back to Shinar.
Shinar.
Where can you find that in Iraq, bro?
And also it's a table name.
I think
So that would be
table
table
land.
name.
Table land.
No, I think table.
Table land.
Yeah. I don't think Iraq is table name.
Because really what Yahweh has done is he's created two realities. Okay? I'm gonna give you an example. Like for instance, when you go to America, they've got their own 12 tribe sign.
Yeah.
When you come to England, we have our 12 tribe sign. when you go to America, they have their own understanding of where Mesopotamia is, where the nations are. When you come to England, we have the understanding of where Mesopotamia is. So now, the Most High has given you what? The Americanized version and the West Africanized version. So now you got to judge between the two, which one you want to go with. It's a choice you got to make.
And I'm not calling up. When the Igbo brother was asking the brother Dawada, and I say his name, he said, no, you know what, just learn from the brothers. But then the same Dawada, back in time, I used to watch him, he used to say that the apostle were Nigerians. Why? Because based on Acts 13, when he said that Barnabas and Samuel was Legion, right? So if they were Nigerian, that's the new wine. Because the new wine goes into what? Good and Nigerian, all according to the Bible. You see? So you're supposed to tell them, you're supposed to guide the brother toward the new wine, not toward the
won't do
American.
it.
But you won't do it
they don't like us.
Because you don't like us.
So,
You know what I mean?
so in the day of the Lord is going to be like, so why didn't you hearken on to, the brothers? They're going to say, oh, because I don't like it. That's some female trait, isn't it? That's feminine, bro. If you don't like someone and they've got something that can help you, you still gotta go and ride with it just to get that thing. Isn't that what Jake does, Sublime? But through the Spirit, the Most High knows you ain't right. That's why He's keeping you away from us. Until we get the Kaboko, that's when you go and see what this is about, man. Right, so the Juba and the Shabel, respectively, all these are not coincidences, as you can change the names of places and displace the peoples, but you cannot remove the ancient landmarks. That's what people keep forgetting, You can remove people from a place and change the name, but you can't remove the landmark. It's impossible. It's going to be the same mountain, it's going to be the same rivers, everything is going to be the same.
You ain't changing.
It's not gonna change. So all you gotta do is just examine the proof that we're bringing out, but they're too lazy to do that.
Because they prefer to hear things that they want to hear than the truth.
They got itching ears, man. Right. So it says all these are no coincidences, as you can change the names of places and displace the peoples, but you cannot remove ancient landmarks created by Yahweh, such as rivers, mountains, and even the ecosystem, okay, which are all witnesses that bear a testament of themselves, leaving a sharp knife in the room to cut out all the bullshit. All these retarded nations, because really, the people that you see in the fake Middle East, they're just a bunch of retarded nations. That's what they are.
They're Greek babies.
They're Greek babies, man. All right? Greco children that were created in lust, because that's what the Grecians were, just a bunch of freaks.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they were. That's why when you look at them, they look like, if you got spiritual eyes, when you look at these nations, they look like, when you put the memory card in and it says the file is corrupt.
Yeah.
They look like, Now that's the only way I can describe it. They don't look real. They look like they've been genetically modified. They don't look like the original people, man.
No, they don't.
You can't tell me that's Abraham's people, man. That's some bullshit. I ain't gonna take that, man. I'm gonna stay on this side and be called a Hamite until Kaboko season, and then I'm gonna beat your ass Hamite style. You see how the Hamites beat the goats and the camels and the cows? That's how we gonna beat you niggas, man. We're gonna beat you like how, the Fulani herdsmen, how they whoop the cows. That's how we gonna do you guys, man. Because it seems like that's the only way you gonna get it. Okay, and even Yahweh Shai said, the servant that knew his master's will and did not according to it shall be beaten with many stripes. He said that for a reason.
And that's literal, That's literal. It's not no literature and figurative. Yeah, that's it.
Look, Mesopotamia.
That's
Mesopotamia, you see?
You see? Malaka, that's a Shema.
Mesopotamia, see that?
See? That's a Shema.
Mesopotamia, bro. That's a Somalian and she looks just like an Eve. See that? Can't make that up, man. That's the Spirit just showing us straight away. So we know what we're dealing with up here, man. Real time. Right. So it says, to cut out all the bullshit in the room, it says, these retarded nations have written down in their various books, because a lot of these books that they use as references, they were written by a bunch of heathens or bastard children.
Yep.
How you gonna take their word over a brother that looks just like you? That's self-hatred, man.
That's how I hate Malacca, because they don't
That
love
goes back to
themselves.
Willie Nix.
Yeah, they're more accepted from the brother, man.
That's why the Most High brought Levi back looking like
Like Esau,
like
exactly.
Esau,
because if he came like, they were like, fuck off. But he came like Esau, they say, yeah, man, pastor. They took on the Catholicism, the Catholic took on the religion, the Greco-Roman religion, because they could see that these people look like what? Oibo. But
Oibo,
these
man,
these
Oibo.
looked like Oibo, but actually they were Czechs. Because let me tell you something, Esau cannot bring spirituality to no Czech, man.
No.
It could only be, even though that thing was a bit corrupt, but trust me, that energy was Levitical, man. Because only Levi can bring the order, bro.
There you go.
That's how the Most High did it.
And a lot of these Scottish and Irish overseers, what were they doing? They were creeping into Eve's bed at night. That's Jake,
That's
man.
true, because he loves his, at the end of the day, he gonna love some Eve, because he comes from Eve.
There you go. They love Eve, man. You know, they be getting jiggy.
Right.
Right, so, right, let's get back to this. Where was I? Right, it says, these retarded nations have written down in their various books, okay, which Jake holds dearly to as facts, forgetting these same clowns and sons of whores told them Yahushua was a Neanderthal-based man.
No.
They forgot about that.
That's right.
It says, continuing on the beginnings of the tribe of Asher, we must examine text in Genesis 30 verse 12. Myanmar, Genesis 30 verse 12. So now we're going to go back into Asher, right? Tribe of Asher. Right, so Genesis 30 verse 12. Let's get into it.
And Zilpah, Leah's maid, bare Jacob a second son.
Right? So Zilpah had two sons. Alright?
Oh, swear.
Zilpah had Gad and Asher.
Wow. So
Asher was the second son of Zilpah, making Asher the eighth son of Jacob.
Yep.
So Asher is what? The infinite son of Jacob, the eighth. And we're going to break it down why Asher became the eighth son. Because Gad was the seventh son. And if you quite remember, we said 7 goes back to what? Man. Because man has 7 parts. And the 7th part of a man is what? His privy member, the penis. So Asher, okay, which is the most hospitable tribe of all Israel, goes back to what? The woman. That's why Asher came with what? That hospitality, meaning Leah could now have a break, man. Because Asher is kind of like the woman of the 12 tribes.
That's right.
Because Asher can do anything a woman can do in terms of keeping a household. And we're going to go into that. And that goes back to the 8, because most women, what? Are shaped like an 8 figure.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of Jake say, oh, I want a girl that has an 8 figure.
Yeah.
That goes back to that 8, man. Okay?
Look like a guitar.
You look at that guitar thing. And you know a lot of
The
the
tambourine, you know, the tambourine.
a lot of the Puttites are shaped like the 8 as well.
Oh my
Yeah.
Lord.
They got the cat figure.
The cat, yeah.
They all have it, you know. I only see
Like Rwanda, the Rwandanese girls. You know what I mean? Even in Croydon, there's some of them in here, you know, the
Oh, yeah,
Rwanda.
I've never seen
They're
that.
here, man. The Most High is hiding them from you, innit?
I ain't gonna do nothing anyway, but right now, bro, I'm
You know what I mean?
you know,
You don't want you to see
I'm
that.
chilling in the sun, right? I ain't
because
dealing with that no
when,
more, bro.
if you see what you're not supposed to see,
Yeah, that shit go.
you're gonna abandon the mission, bro.
Oh, better than ministry, bro.
You're gonna look left, look right. Say, hey, brothers,
Hey,
I love you, man. Shalom, man.
Hey, I'm telling you.
That's
man.
why the Most High don't give some of you brothers
Yeah,
those type
sure,
of
man.
women.
Hey, listen, you gotta,
Because you're gonna stop doing the
you
work.
gotta be real with yourself, man.
You're gonna stop doing the work,
I'll
man.
be honest with you, straight up, I'm done with the dating still. I need a woman of the Lord. You understand? Trust me,
Right.
'cause when you start dating these other nations, there, bro, I'm telling you now, yeah, I don't worship women on stone, but I've seen it. These people People have you worshipping wooden, stone, crystals, all these dumb idols, bro. I'm not on that. Tell us straight. Yeah, I'm not into that.
Yeah, carry on reading that, brother. Genesis 30 verse 12. So yeah, so Asher was the 8th son of Ya'aquabah. Okay.
Verse 13, sorry.
Yeah, carry on reading.
Verse 13. And Leah said, happy am I.
Happy are what?
Happy am I.
Happy are what?
Happy am I. For the daughters will call me blessed.
For the what?
For the daughters will call me blessed.
And she called his name Asher.
Right, so that goes back to basically you gotta remember, give me the board, let me make a demonstration. I gotta make a visual demonstration.
Yeah, because our people need that visual demonstration.
I gotta make a visual demonstration because a lot of people don't understand the kind of household that Leah was living in. Leah was living in a divided household, okay? Because basically you gotta remember, Leah was not the wife that Jacob wanted. So Jacob was not living in Leah's tents. He used to pay visits. Just like, you know, the Al-Hajis, they got like big compounds. So let's say, so this will be the compound. I'll draw the circle. So that's the compound, okay? And then I'm gonna draw the tents. So this tent will belong to, so that will be Leah's tent, okay? And then I'll draw another tent, okay? Over here, alright. I'll make it bigger because obviously you know Jacob gonna make sure that tent is massive because he's trying to impress Rachel, innit? So this one will be what? Rachel's tent, you know? Because you gotta remember, Jacob put all of his energy and his resources into Rachel because that was the wife he wanted. So Jacob wouldn't have been as present in Leah's tent as he was present in Rachel's tent. So Rachel literally had to do everything by herself. So if you want to talk about being a single mother and I gotta do everything by myself.
We're talking about Leah.
Sorry, Leah.
Not Rachel.
If you want to talk about being a single mom and all that, that all started in this setup because Leah had to do everything herself, like the cooking. She didn't really have any help because Jacob was putting all of his energy into Rachel, and we're gonna read it. It's in the scripture. It actually says it. Okay, so Leah, in turn, when the Most High saw how Jacob was pumping all of his energy into Rachel, he now started giving her all the children. So first he gave her Reuben, which is what? The ultimate fighter. I'll just write UFC. So basically, Reuben now becomes what? The man in the house.
The man in the house, yeah.
Because Jacob ain't there. He's with Rachel, man. Leah's like, oh, that's the woman that I got tricked. I didn't even want her. So the Most High said, right, bro, you don't love your own wife. You want the IG model instead of the woman that is actually going to have the sons that are going to be renowned on the earth. Because 9 times out of 10, niggas always want to pick the so-called IG baddie. When you can just get
no IG baddie.
When you can get a regular sister who the Most High is favoring. We spoke about that. So she gave him Reuben, which really, when she saw Reuben, she said, behold, a son. Meaning, yo, this is a man. So he became the man of the house. And then she got who? Simeon. And then she said what? Because the Most High heard I was hated, she gave me what? So Simeon will be a seer.
That's the example, isn't it? That's Leah and that's Rachel.
There you go. That's Leah and that's Rachel. So Simeon the seer, and then Levi the what? The spiritualist.
The instant burner.
Yeah.
The one that chased the demon out of the
Yo,
yard.
he chased the demon out of the yard. You see that? So the Most High kept giving her all these sons. She gave him Reuben, Simeon, she gave him Levi, and then she gave him Judah, the Lionheart leader. Okay? Because these are all characteristics that Jacob had. Jacob had all these characteristics. But what was he doing? He selfishly gave all of his energy to his second wife instead of his first wife. He wasn't treating her. And there's a law on that, saying you're not supposed to
Yeah. I'll put that. That's, I believe in Exodus. Is it Exodus 21 and 10 or something like that? No, so basically, you shouldn't, like, you have to treat them fairly. You know what I'm saying? You can't just love, the first one more than.
Yeah.
That situation, that precept came out of that situation with Jacob and his two wives.
Right, and then she gave him Issachar, the hard worker.
Strong
Because
ass.
he needs someone who's on job. He'll be working all day, all night, and he could do anything. He's like he's a builder's builder. He probably built Rachel a nice mansion, bro. So Issachar,
They work hard, man.
the workhorse.
They have something called bara. They say bara, meaning that to create, to work. The Issachar right over there.
And then she gave him Gad, the soldier. You need to have someone that's a warrior, soldier.
boy. Soldier.
Then, so now you got all these. So now she's got all these. She's got all these men in the house. So she's surrounded by men now. So now she don't feel like she don't miss Jacob no more, because the Most High is literally giving her all the sons with the attributes that Jacob has already. That's why we're saying Jacob goes back to Ephraim, because Ephraim is the one who had all the tribes. Abraham. That's why Abraham and Jacob are brothers. They came back as brothers as well. John the Revelator and James the Great. You see, it all makes sense, man. So now she gave him Gad the soldier, and then she gave just the Most High, just to top it off. She gave him what? Asher. The hospitality, because that's cooking. And also, when you come back from a hard day's work, you want to be eating and laughing.
Yeah.
And that's what Asher brings, because a lot of these top comedians that you see, like Eddie Murphy, now they are Asherites. Because what does Asher mean? It means happy, laughing, ha 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 ha, smiling. So a lot of Asherites are comedians, man. They make you laugh, they'll cook for you. So that's what Asher used to do. Because when Asher came on the scene, now the mom could put her feet up and say, oh shit, man, now I've got Asher here. Asher can do everything. He can cook, he can clean, he can keep the house, and he can crack jokes and make you laugh. So when the brothers come back from the field and they're tired, Asher will take off their jacket and say, yeah, just relax, wash their feet for them, cook the food, and then he'll be cracking jokes, they'll be laughing. So they were having a ball in that tent, man. So even though they had the smallest tent, and they were the least visited by Jacob, they ended up getting everything.
All the 12 tribes.
You see that? That's that hospitality that Asher brings, man. And that's why through the Spirit we say a lot of the sisters from the tribe of Asher will make the best wives. The Asherite women, okay? Because there's nothing better than relaxing, eating, drinking and laughing.
Yeah.
That's pleasure, right there. That's what Asher brings. So
Happy woman.
Good morning, my neighbors.
So that's it right there, bro. So you can show that. So yeah, so Jacob was not really coming, and that's why Rachel was declared barren, man. You see that?
Exactly.
So she was the baddie with no babies.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
She hard, but
struggled. It
she
was
struggled,
hard childbirth. Hard.
She had one in there.
She had two in it. She had two. But through the Spirit, it's a lesson for you brothers, man.
What was Ben from Rachel?
Yeah. Troublemaker.
What about
Ephraim the
Ephraim and
idolater.
Manasseh?
Ephraim was the idolater.
Didn't Rachel
She had Joseph.
Now, quickly, let me show you. Let me show you. See, I'll put it. Yeah, I'll put it in the edit. You see, that's Leah and Rachel, man. But Jacob, that's Leah and Rachel.
Oh, right. That's right.
See that?
Yeah.
That's Leah and Rachel.
Amos 9, we gonna get there. There's a precept on that underground bunker thing. Amos 9, it talks about though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take
And
it.
yo, Leviathan as well, you can't forget about,
The serpent.
Let's
I can't wait to see Leviathan, man.
I like that.
What's that? See that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Right. Let's go. It said, Genesis chapter 30 verse 12. Leah exclaims how the daughters will call her blessed, as her handmaiden bore another son, Asher, which can be spiritually discerned as how Asher made his entrance into the patriarchy to assume all the domestic duties typically assigned to the women or the daughters of men. That's why she said, the daughters shall call me happy. Because, the daughters shall call me blessed. Because what? Asher can do all of that.
Yeah.
So they're going to be like, yo, your son is really helping out in the house, you know, he's really good, man.
Good boy, yeah.
He can keep the house really well, you know.
He has good energy, bring that.
Yeah. You know? And hey, what's the number one thing that women say they want in a man? I want a man who can make me smile. I want a man who can make me laugh.
Yep.
You see that? Asher, the daughters shall call me happy. That goes back to the comedians, man. Because if you look at the comedian Eddie Murphy, what was Eddie Murphy famous for? He was famous trading places, and that goes back to how Asher traded places with Leah.
And what's the one where they're talking to animals? Dr. Doolittle. Is it Dr. Doolittle? Nutty Professor.
Nutty Professor, and also Nutty Professor. What was Nutty Professor known for? He was overweight. That goes back to Asher. The cooking and the eating, man.
Sherman. I think it was Sherman. Sherman was smacking those chicks though. Remember? Sherman.
So that shows you that Eddie Murphy is from the tribe of Asher, man. Okay? Happy, he makes you laugh. Because we all watch those videos. Hey, and through the spirit, he's also known coming to America.
Yeah.
And in coming to America, what was his job? He was working in McDonald's. The food industry, man. So that shows you he was an Asherite, bro. That's spiritually discerned. So Eddie Murphy, because when it comes to the comedians, Eddie Murphy is on top of the food chain. He's the king of all of them. So he's from the tribe of Asher, man. And then you got Ari Spears as well. And also there's another Asherite. He's definitely an Asherite because, you know, most Asherites have that Elamite look about them. I'm saying that because of Sister Araba, innit? They got that Elamite look, and also Elam deals with the spices and all that. There's an Asherite comedian as well called Russell Peters. I don't know if you know about him.
Respect to Bernie Mac.
So check him out and put him in as well as an example. Russell Peters is definitely a J from the tribe of Asher.
What about Bernie Mac?
Yeah, Bernie Mac could be Asher as well, you know. What's that other guy's name? The guy that played in Friday. I forgot his name. Nah, he's got that hair. Oh man, I forgot his name. Not Kevin Hart, the other guy. He's short as well. He's light skinned, but he's short. Yeah, Cat Williams. Yeah.
He's one of my favorites.
Asher, yeah, he's Asher as well, you know. So the Asherites, they make you laugh, man. Yeah. They don't just cook the food, you know, they make you laugh. Because what do you do when you get food and drinks? You go to a comedy show with a girl.
And you shoot a Cat Williams, he talked about weed in his comedy, he talked about weed
a lot, yeah. That goes back to the Moroccan hash. You see that?
Weed is getting stronger every 2 weeks. And these niggas ain't sending out memos or bulletins or nothing. The shit just strong for no reason. And these niggas that sell the weed be happy than a motherfucker to tell you how much stronger this shit is than the last shit. Just soon as they see you, just nigga. You remember that shit I gave you last week, nigga? It's nothing, nigga. It's nothing. It's nothing, nigga. Nigga, it's nothing. This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here, nigga. Right here. This shit, nigga. This shit here, nigga. Always have some fucked up name. It's Cryptochronic-like, nigga. Always have some fucked up ass name. Nigga, this shit here, nigga. This shit here, niggas. This shit's called death, nigga. You be like, nigga, that don't even sound attractive. What the? You mean I'm gonna hit it and die, nigga?
So hey, everything is spiritually discerned, bro. And then they say, oh, we're trying to be deep. Tell us that at the council when we slap you, man. About we're trying to be deep.
Yeah, I wish I was deep. Also, all these all these prophets that you will read, Isaiah, look at the book of Revelation and Daniel.
That's deep.
That's deep. But they're reading it, The book of Revelation 10 and 11, they're reading it, That's not deep. You lot are something else, Jake is something else.
You guys are full of shit.
Jake is something else, bro.
You know that smelly shit you see in London King's Cross toilet? The one that the swine eat?
Yeah.
That's what you guys are full of. You're full of it, man. Right, so it says, Asher made his entrance into the patriarchy to assume all the domestic duties typically assigned to the women or the daughters of men, such as cleaning, washing, cooking, other domestic household chores, which in Leah's case, that's good. It says cleaning, washing, cooking, and other domestic household chores, which in Leah's case, which in Leah's case, she had it all to do, as Jacob would barely touch her, let alone help her with her household. You see how wicked Jacob is? Leah had to beg Jacob to come to bed with her. Can you believe that?
Can you believe that?
That's wicked, If your wife has to beg you to come to bed with her. That must have angered the Most High.
Yeah.
The Most High was like, you know what?
But
I ain't dealing with Rachel, man. I'm dealing with Leah.
But no one does the other way around. No one just continues to women like, nah, I don't want. They're playing, you're frustrated, you have to go somewhere else. But for Jacob, the man, to be rejected, or no, for Leah, the woman, to be saying, to be begging the man to have sex with her. Man, Jacob did his thing, That's awful. That's awful.
And also, it shows a lot of the children that are being had in this place are not spiritual children. They're all children made after the flesh.
Yeah, lust.
Because niggas are always begging females to come and have sex.
Hell
The
no.
child you're gonna have is not gonna be a
nothing.
spiritual baby, man. I'm saying most cases of Jake begging women to have sex, the child that's gonna come out of there, it's not gonna be spiritual, because a lot of the spiritual babies are not made based off of lust. Okay? It's a spiritual union between two tribes. Or of the same tribe. So you gotta be spiritual when you're picking women, man. Don't just look at how big her breasts or her buttocks are, because a lot of women that look like that, they're in spiritual marriages, and we're gonna go into that. A lot of you don't know. A lot of these demons are spiritually attached to these women that attract a lot of men. That's why we tell you sisters, don't be posting pictures of yourself online, because you're gonna attract all kind of spirits. Because that's what you women don't understand. When you go to the book of Tobit chapter 3, it talks about how a woman was spiritually married to Asmodeus the demon, and he was killing all her husbands, man.
7 of them.
So that means a lot of you women are in spiritual marriages and you don't even know. That's why this camp is very important, because we can actually show you how to come out of that. Yeah? And you ain't gonna find any camp, whether in America or England, that can show you those kind of stuff. Because most of these camps that you're seeing on YouTube, they're not spiritual camps. They're just precept camps.
Yes,
and also they're reading Esau's books and using that as facts.
Yeah.
Like they'll go and read from Babylon to Timbuktu, 1 million Jews. Do you know how many Israelites there are in the world? 1 million Jews.
1 million Jews fled from Pakistan to Africa. No, they
That's
were always there. They didn't even go from. Come on, man.
You know how many niggas? You know how many niggas are in Nigeria, bro? 1 million Jews. Come on, that's some BS, bro. Not to even talk about the niggas that had already gone into Spain and Portugal. I mean, come on, man. That's not. Yeah. But anyway, continuing. Right. So it says, barely touch her, let alone help her with her household upkeep. Hence, Yahweh, through his action of justice, gives her all the sons who possess each key attribute of Jacob that made Rachel's household comfortable. Leah's household comfortable. Salaka, when I wrote Rachel instead of Leah. It says, as Jacob wickedly abandoned his spiritual wife for the carnal wife due to her better looks. Mayama, get Genesis 29:31. You see, Jake is always going for the Instagram baddie, man.
And like I said, man, a lot of these people, when they got demon, there's clips on YouTube where you see a woman sleeping, yeah? And right in the middle of the night, she's starting to do some position as if she was having sex with any.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
no one, that's spirit.
They're spiritually
this thing
married,
is
yeah.
real, man.
You're
You
spiritually,
all gotta wake up.
you're spiritually, because some of these spirits that marry you, so-called, a lot of these Instagram models are married to spirits. They don't, they're just not spiritual, so they don't know. A lot of these women that you see online showing their tits and ass, they're spiritually married to demons. They don't know that. So what the demons do is they use them to lure other men in so they can destroy or kill those men, because they can kill you as well, you know. That's what you don't understand. They can kill you, especially if you're dealing with a demon like Asmodeus. He can kill you, man.
That's why a lot of men die in marriages. I mean, notice.
They die before their wife, because the woman is cooking your food. And we're going to go into that, because a woman is not supposed to be cooking your food for you. You are supposed to be cooking for the woman. Okay? That's the right way to do it. You're supposed to be feeding your wife. She's not meant to be feeding you. You're meant to be feeding her. That's where the whole term breadwinner comes from. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, they all used to do it. So read that precept. And that's why they outlived their wives, man. Rarely would you see a patriarch being buried by his wife.
Oh no.
Abraham buried Sarah, okay? Jacob buried Rachel. Why do you think that was so? Because spiritually they understood that men were supposed to do the cooking. That's why you got a master chef. Is it not a male?
Sure.
Even when you go to the halal shop, do you see any women cutting the meat in
Always
there?
the man. Always the man.
So it shows you guys are falling so far away. Now we're trying to bring you back through the Raka Kodasha. You're talking shit.
You're talking about we deep. You have to be deep, bro. Look how deep you are sinking in under the water. You gotta be deep.
We gotta dig deep to pull you out.
Exactly.
Because you guys are in too deep. You're in this madness of Babylon too deep. You're in too deep. So we gotta go deep to get you out. We gotta draw you from deep waters, man. Because you guys, because these niggas are sinking in deep waters.
That's why it says, "Come out of here, my people," because her sins have gone up to the heavens.
Hey, what did Yahweh Shai say? He said, "What? Come with
Not to
me."
be partakers in her of her sins.
Yeah, Revelations.
Revelations, yeah.
18 and 4.
Right. So Yahweh Shai said, "Come with me, and I will make you fishers of men." When you're fishing, you gotta go deep, man.
Yeah.
You gotta cast your net deep into the waters, man. Okay? To get the fish. And also a man, if he doesn't know how to swim, he sinks into the water. So fishers of men, that means they're gonna be deep. So yeah, so read that. Genesis 29:31, before these scoffers say, "Oh, he's reading out of that book. He's not bringing out no precepts."
You get rid of that book.
That's what I'm here for, isn't it?
Yeah, go on, read it.
No.
Okay, so this is Genesis chapter 29, verse 31. And the Lord saw that Leah was hated.
Wait, and what?
And the Lord saw that Leah was hated.
So that means Jacob wasn't really dealing with her.
That's right.
Slakia. And
wasn't
when the
feeling
Lord
it.
saw that Leah was hated, he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren.
But Rachel was what?
But Rachel was barren.
And in most cases, a lot of these Instagram models or these baddies, they can have children. But the kind of children they have,
Monstrous, man. Monstrous.
that's why, hey, you gotta pretend like you don't see them, you know. Because they got spirits on them. They're married to spirits. And how many times have these Instagram baddies ever even took time to even have a proper cleansing? Because after every periodic cycle, there's a procedure, there's a ritual that you women have to do, and we're gonna teach you that. Because remember, we said a lot of these videos are gonna be geared towards you sisters, man, through the spirit. Okay, so on this channel, you're actually gonna learn what they call body etiquette. How to avoid a lot of these spirits out here, because the spirits are out here, you know, they're not going anywhere. And they've been here long before. So they know everything.
How about Elder?
For example, there's a book here. Look at our children tell about it.
Exactly. Look at that. See that? She's married to a lot of spirits.
She's a beauty, she's.
Oh, it's a waste man pastor, bro.
Right, let's get
It's a waste man pastor.
Right, so Genesis 29:31, it says, a precept showing Jacob's neglect of the wife Yahweh wanted for him.
Yes.
Which shows how Jake destroys his blessings, okay, by shitty attitude and behavior, like a little child crying over a colorful cake packed with sugar and disease, when presented with a not so colorful one, but with antioxidants, fibers, and gamely health boosters. Because basically Jacob was crying over the Leah situation, but the Most High put him in that situation because what? He wanted to bless Jacob with those sons. But Jacob was carnal. He didn't see how the Most High saw things. He was like, I want that one, man, because she looks good. She's got a big bum. She's got nice tits. You know, she's got a pretty smile. She's got fair skin. You know, Leah ain't too bad looking, but you know, she's a bit more, you know, she's not really my type. I want the 8 figure. He wanted the guitar shaped.
Because Rachel had a big bum because she hid the idol
under her bum.
The bum, so that she must have
She had a
some
big ass.
serious
Yeah,
thing.
she had a big ass.
You know, and Jacob loved that shit. So
Yeah, because even the Nigerian man, what do they say? What do the Nigerians call fat ass again? No, they say, is it Ikebe? Ikebe. Yeah, that's what they say, Ikebe. So you Niger Jakes out there, you like big asses, man. Yeah, they say Nash, but it's Ikebe. They say they want Ikebe. That's what they want. So Jacob wanted the Ikebe. You know, he wanted the Ikebe, and the Ikebe was not going to bless him.
Exactly.
You know? When you're picking a wife, if you really want to do well, when you see a woman, she's not meant to strike you as something you want to be sexually acquainted to. When you see a spirit, let me finish. When you see a woman of the Lord is not gonna strike you as someone you want to have sex with. She's gonna strike you as someone you want to take as a friend, you want to hang out with, get to know. It's gonna be a slow.
It's slow.
But when you see her, you're like, that's a demon.
That's a demon. Yeah.
She could be spiritually married to a demon that wants to kill you.
She'll be married to Asmodeus.
Right, because what Asmodeus does is he uses attractive women as a honey trap. You see a lot of these women that you see on Instagram showing their boobs, ass. The demons are using them to destroy men. Okay? What they'll do is they'll attract you in and then they'll destroy you. If they can't physically get you as well, they'll mentally destroy you. Because now, every woman that you see is going to look ugly because of that one woman.
Oh, that's so true.
So now you're going to be wasting, you're going to be destroying your whole life just because you're trying to find that one woman that looks like that. That's why we tell you brothers, be careful, control your eyes, man.
And you sisters, your eyes as well. Train your eyes.
And you sisters out there as well, you know, we got something for you as well, man.
Like I was gonna say quickly, the elect woman is the woman who so you know that woman that lesson of the right here of the guy, shamefaced woman. When you see them, you know them. They don't look like, they don't strike you like your model. They're
normal and they're calm and they're
humble.
and they're humble.
And you know what through the spirit, a lot of these sons of Abraham, okay, like the Ishmaelites, they know that. That's why their women cover their face.
They don't want to show their beauty too much.
It's not that. They don't want to attract the spirits. Because they know there's spirits out there. That's why they cover their face. Because when you expose yourself like that, you're out in the open, there's spirits out here. They're going to attach themselves to you. Because they're going to be like, oh man, she look good. Let me see if I can make something out of this one. If I can use her. You see that? So that's what it is. That's why these Muslim women wear all black. They're trying to black out the demons, man.
Boy.
That's why they got the letterbox there. It's spiritual.
Man said the letterbox.
Yeah.
What's the back?
No, you know that thing.
The hijab.
Hijab's in the eyes.
Sorry.
That's why they do well. That's why they're doing better than you niggas, man. Why?
I don't want that.
You know they can even do their driving lesson with that thing.
Yeah, I know.
And it might not even be her. It could be someone else doing it for her. But she gonna get away with it. They're doing better than you niggas, man. You know, because Eve wanna show she's cute. You know, but you're attracting demons. Spirits are coming, man. A woman of the Lord should not strike you as an object of sexual pleasure.
True.
Yeah, you know, we're gonna have women for that. But those gonna be the women of the other nations, man. That's what they were made for. That's why even the scripture says what? Thy bondmen and thy bondwomen shall be of the heathen that are round about thee. That's what the law says, man. Those are the kind of women we gonna be using for your promiscuous sexual fetishes, okay? Those are the kind of women that are gonna fulfill those fantasies. Your Israelite women are meant to be, you're meant to see her like your sister, man. Would you want someone to run a train and put his finger up your sister's ass? You wouldn't want that for her.
Dead man walking, bro. Sorry.
That's what I'm trying to say, but these are the kind of thoughts that you niggas have.
Yeah, I ain't got them.
I'm
feelings,
keeping it real, bro.
People like that, bro. I don't want to be in that, bro. I don't even want to know them, bro.
Because basically, yeah, a lot of you guys have a perverted mind towards your sisters.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Like even when you see Eve out there, arse out, titties out, that should make you feel some type of way. Everyone is looking at your sister, bro. That's why you should want to hasten the shot season, man. So we can start, you know, shutting some of this shit down. Because remember when we was teaching in Brixton and that sister had her tits out. When she got there, she covered it. That was spiritual, man. You see that? Because we got the energy of Yahweh Ba Shama Yahweh Shai on us. Anyway, continuing. Right, so it says, yeah. So basically, Jacob lacked understanding in terms of picking the wife. So the Most High, as he always does, had to force the situation for the benefit of all the tribes, man. Because even he himself was going to come back through the tribe of Ephraim. So it says, Leah was clearly the better of the two wives, disguised as a not so comely flower, which is typical of the way Yahweh places beauty on the inside.
That's right.
In relation to how all the riches via precious stones like diamond, silver, gold are all found in the very dirt that constantly graces the bottom of our shoes. So that's how the Most High. So as I was saying, where was I? Yeah. So I said Leah was clearly the better of the two wives, disguised as a not so comely flower, which is typical of the way Yahweh places beauty on the inside in relation to how all the riches via the precious stones like diamond, silver and gold are all found in the very dirt that constantly graces the bottom of our shoes. Because in West Africa they walk on the gold, diamond and silver because they don't know it's there. Because for the most part they think it's just stones or sand. So it takes a skilled craftsman to go and get it from the ore. You see that? That's how the Most High is, man. So you might see a sister that looks like dirt, but she's blessed and favored. She's gold, man.
She's a golden goose.
She's gold, but the Most High, just to protect her, makes her look like that, so people don't. Because the ones that look all shiny and shit, everyone wants to get that. And that's how it becomes defiled. That's why we say a lot of you women that look nice, really, you should be following what the Muslim women do. You should be hiding yourself. You should be hiding. Because back in the ancient world, that's what the women used to do. Because remember when Rebecca, when she put the veil on her head, that was spiritual, man. Okay? So it shows you the women of the other nations are in their right mind.
Oh, that's the... When she went back to meet Isaac Bennett.
Yeah, she put the veil. Yeah, she put the veil on, man. You know? So when you get that, but anyway, continuing, it says Genesis 29 verse 17. Myanmar, get Genesis 29 verse 17. All right? Because hey, Rachel was the IG model, man. You know? And in most cases, these niggas want something looking fly, and that's why the Most High gonna kill all of you off, man. Because you ain't even got the right mind. You think that's how we built the nation? the mighty Gadites, all these mighty men in Israel. You think they came from some Instagram models? Yeah, read that.
Genesis chapter 29, verse 19. And Laban said, it is better that I give her to thee than that I should give her to
Wait,
another.
are you reading Genesis 29 and 17?
Slakia. It says Genesis chapter 29, verse 17. Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored.
And well what?
And well-favored.
Did you hear that? So Rachel was like the brother said, she was that big booty. She had the 8 figure. That's why she sat on the idols, man. And the father couldn't see it because her ass covered the whole thing.
Jacob.
Jacob wanted the big one, innit? He wanted the big one. Right, so have you got that precept about the veil? Yeah.
Alright, so Genesis 24 and 65, and it reads, for she had said unto the servant, what man is thee that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant had said, it is my master. Therefore she took a veil.
She took a what?
She took a veil and covered herself.
And did what?
And covered herself.
There you go. She went like that. You see? There's a reason why they cover their face. They're not trying to attract negative spirits. Because she's going to meet him for the first time. So she has to protect herself. It was a custom. Okay? If you don't know a stranger, you cover your face, man. As a woman, a beautiful woman. Because Rebecca. Nah, that's Rebecca. Because Rebecca was a beautiful woman as well.
That's Israel's dad, right? Mother, right?
Yeah.
Isaac's wife. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Isaac's wife. Yes.
Because Rebecca was a beautiful woman as well. And what have you noticed about the beautiful women? They always find it hard to conceive.
Right.
Because Sarah was a beautiful woman as well. She found it hard to conceive. Rebecca was a beautiful woman. She found it hard to conceive. Rachel was a beautiful woman. She found it hard to conceive. So that shows you these Instagram models are either barren or they are not blessed with the fruit of the womb, which is going to be your legacy.
Yeah.
So which is more important? Busting a nut or building a legacy which you're going to come back to?
Building a legacy, what you're going to come back to.
Why do you think these Rothschilds and all these Edomite families, why do you think they only marry amongst themselves? You don't see them with Instagram models.
No.
Because they understand reincarnation and the cycle. They know they're gonna come back through the same family line, so they're gonna build that shit up, man.
Yeah.
That's wise. That is wisdom, right?
A lot of you niggas get money, you don't show your house up. You take it to the other nations, dummy. And then you come back a broke ass nigga.
Don't make no sense.
Come back in the ghettos.
And you're telling me we gotta take you guys seriously. You guys are just a bunch of dummies.
Lack of wisdom, isn't it?
It's a lack of, it's stupidity. Okay? Every time Jake gets money, the first thing he does, ice cream, babe, ice cream. And then he runs. He keeps forgetting you're gonna come back in that same family line. So if you don't build up your house and then you come back in the regeneration, third and fourth, where you gonna lay your head? Dummy.
Dummy.
You take it all and give it to the other nations. That's how they take the resources and give it to the other nations. But their own brothers are here. They're never going to help their brothers.
They never help us.
They're busy reading Esau's books about where the land is. We're here showing you everything dito dito. Look up that word dito dito. We're showing you everything dito dito, but you don't want it. So yeah, so check this out now. Right, where was I? So Genesis 29 verse 17, a precept showing how Rachel, okay, was your so-called Instagram model today, but Leah not so endowed. So get Genesis 31:34. I am on Genesis 31:34. Yeah, man, because remember, Rachel was the favored wife. But let's see what she did.
Genesis.
So much for the favored wife, innit?
Genesis what?
Genesis.
And you remember what that woman said last week about the idols?
Oh yeah.
So check this out.
Genesis.
I thought about that as well. Last time we didn't mention that part.
Read that, brother. Let's go.
This is Genesis chapter 31, verse 34.
Bring it up.
Now Rachel had taken the images and put them in the camel's furniture and sat upon them, and Laban searched all the tent and found them not.
Right.
Verse 35. And she said to her father, let it not displease. And she said to her father,
You see how deceitful the favored wife is?
Yeah.
Watch what she says.
Let it not displease my lord, that I cannot rise up before thee. For the custom of women is upon me.
For the what?
For the custom of women is upon me.
Right, and this shows you that period cycle is a very, very serious thing. Okay? Because a lot of you women take it for granted, man. That period cycle thing. Carry on reading.
And he searched, but found not the images. Verse 36. And Jacob was wroth, and trod with Laban. And Jacob answered and said to Laban.
Yeah, that's it on that. So basically, Rachel took her father's idols, man, and she was sitting on it. That's the IG model for you. You see that? Because what? Because she's beautiful, she attracts a lot of bad spirits. That's what you gotta remember. Beautiful women always attract spiritual marriages.
Spiritual marriages, yeah?
So if you're not a spiritual man, you have no business going for a beautiful woman. Because you're going to either get killed or you're going to bug out. So all of you guys you carnal guys out there, that's why it says many men have been slain by them when you read Proverbs. A lot of you guys.
That's why it says get out.
A lot of you guys, we tell you about the hyssop, the myrrh, the purification laws, and you guys are being over righteous. Well, go out there and play ball naked, man, and see how you fare. Okay? And also, I made a point about that periodic cycle. A lot of you women, okay, that are on your cycle, most of your cycles run. A normal cycle will run for 7 days, right? So after that 7 days, according to the scripture, you got to number yourself 7 more days. And then on the 15th day, okay, which would be what? The day after the second 7, that's the 15th day. That's when you normally go to the priest to make atonement for you. But in this case, Yahweh Shai has made that atonement. That's where the Yahweh Shai sacrifice comes in. It makes up for the places in the law that required blood. Okay? That's the whole point of his crucifixion. But the law still stands. That's why when you read Matthew 5 and is it 17 or 13? It says, think not I came to destroy the law. So it means the law still stands. The purification law still stands. And in most cases, a lot of you women don't even purify yourselves after your cycle. You just carry on as normal. Because after every cycle, you're supposed to shave all the hairs on your vagina. Because the hair on the vagina absorbs all the period blood. So if you don't shave the hairs on your vagina after your period, it's still like you're on your period. And these dumb niggas that are complaining about the hyssop and all that, they're gonna take their fucking rod and go and shove it in there.
Yeah, but some of them even leak it, bro. Some of them even suck it, bro.
I don't know what crowd.
Malaka, just come here. This is real stuff.
So hey,
Sorry.
so you guys gotta be serious, man. This is no joke. This is serious business. And we're gonna read it in the scriptures, man. So hey, for you sincere sisters out there, after every period cycle, okay, so it's a 7-day blood flow, and if it's an 8-day blood flow, then the separation will be 8-day count. So if your blood flows for 8 days, then you're gonna number another 8 days, so that will be 16. And then you're clean on what? The 17th day. But if the blood flows for 7 days, after the 7-day blood flow, you count another 7 days, and then on the 15th day, that's when you're clean. And also that shows you women are not supposed to be cooking your food. That shows you, man, because
also normally, just to show that, normally it's 7 days, right? But some women blood flow for 4 days.
Oh,
I had that experience, not me, but 4 days. So, but it's still 7 days, though.
It has to be 7 because the
7 days.
Maybe it's not coming as much,
Yeah.
but the body is still it's 7 because we gotta go according to what the scripture says.
No, I'm just saying because they will say, but 4 days is still 7 days.
It's because they probably don't know that it's still there because the scripture actually said 7,
But they call it spotting.
and also it goes according to what the moon cycle. A full moon takes what 14 days, so that shows us the cycle is going to be 14 days. A full moon takes 14 days to be full. From the crescent to the full moon is a 14-day count, and it's the full moon is what, like a circle.
Circle, yeah.
So that shows us the cycle is going to be just like the moon. That's why the moon is called what? Her. When you read Ecclesiasticus, it says her. The moon is what? Feminine. Okay? So we're going to go based on what the scripture says. So if you think your cycle is flowing for 4 days, just go according to what the scripture said. It said 7 days.
7 days, yeah. 7 days.
And also, that's another thing that shows us that back in the days, we never used to really stay in the same yard with Eve. We was in the same compound, but she had her own quarters, man.
Yep.
And that's why a lot of relationships are not working out. Because you niggas are around them 24/7, even when they're on their period.
They say do not give your strength. You're in the same room with women. You're giving because you don't know about after sex, you don't hear people talking. You don't know about your stuff. You're supposed to keep a certain distance, a certain mission, and things like that. It's very important.
And also, a lot of you women that think this is not important, the reason why your relationships are not working out is because of that cycle thing. Because that cycle can also put a spirit on the man to not like you anymore. Have you noticed here, every time a guy sees you for the first time, he's like, oh wow, what's your name? As soon as he sleeps with you, he doesn't want to know you again. It's because you're not following the purification rites. Because spiritually, you become, what's that word? When your appetite, yeah. You're putting the man off spiritually. He doesn't even know it. That's why he even asked himself, why am I put off by this woman? I don't understand. When I first saw her, I liked her, but now I just don't know. It's because of the purification rites. Because after every cycle, it's like you have to become like a new person. You need to shave off the old and then wait for the new. So you need to clean yourself, and that shaving the vagina hairs is very important, man.
So shave off, man. My sister.
You have to shave it clean.
Shave it off, man.
Clean. Start again. After every cycle, man.
Use the Aesop as well, clean
and
yourself.
don't allow men to be having sex with you before that 15 days is over. Because that same guy that tells you, oh, baby, I love you, I ain't never gonna leave you, he gonna leave your ass.
Yep. I'm gonna be like, Hoover!
Because he's gonna leave you, man.
Yo.
The man is gonna leave you. Don't listen to these niggas. These niggas are dumb, They say they're gonna come to camp and all that. Where are they? They say the new wine. Where are they? These guys are stupid, man. So now that we're giving you this knowledge and understanding, you go apply it because it's for your own good. Because a lot of sisters, they might get pressure from the man, innit? To say, oh, if you don't let me juke it now, I'm gonna go for another girl.
Oh, that's so, because the thing about the men, you have to understand, when you have sex with women that's on a period, what happens is that she take your energy away, and then you become weak. And that's when they fight, because you might not be able to provide as you're supposed to, you're sick, something happened, and she get frustrated, you get frustrated, and there's a fight amongst you and her at home, because things are not working out, because the man is doing something not supposed to do, and you letting him doing that. You letting him do that.
Yeah.
You gotta understand that it's very important, man.
And also, when your wife is on a period, you're supposed to sleep on the couch, man. Alright? You don't let her sleep on the couch, dummy. Because everyone communes there. When you have brothers come, she needs to have the bedroom to herself.
Yeah.
We're soldiers, we're warriors out here, man. You're meant to vacate the room and sleep on the couch. And if it's a single room, if it's a shared accommodation, you're meant to get one of them gym mats and sleep on the floor like a soldier.
Yeah.
Because this shit is real, man.
Or next thing, I'm jumping out the window and I'm saying, yo, Fiona, I'm coming, baby. I'm joking, sir.
Carry on my laptop.
Right. So Genesis 31:34, a precept showing how the favored wife defiled her husband with idolatry. Most favored women are in spiritual marriages with spiritual entities, man, that mostly end up killing them or their spouses. Because a lot of these spiritual marriages, the demon can be jealous. You go for a nigga that she don't like, you know, that spirit can kill the guy. If the guy's spirit ain't strong. And also, that shows you niggas need to be careful with these women. As soon as you see a woman, you don't even know what her cycle is like. They don't even think about that. They just run. She could be on her cycle. Or she could be coming out of her cycle, which is another 7. And then you go and touch her, she makes you unclean. And then the demon says, lunchtime. And then he kills you, man.
Things happen to you, baby.
So you guys are just out here. And they say, oh, but we're under the mercy.
Nah, you gotta be spiritual. And also, when you meet a woman, you gotta pray that it must show you a dream of her. Do you remember that girl that we saw here? And you were like, oh, she's not 100%. Remember? And I took your number and I said, she's not 100%.
Not the Irish one.
No, the dark one, the black one. The black girl. The evil girl.
I never seen a black girl in my life.
You don't remember?
I
went and prayed and I said to the Most High, show me.
I never seen a white man in my life.
The dream that I saw, Malaka, I'm speaking. The dream that I saw, I was like, that's it, I'm prophet. So the Most High can show you that that's the fact. This, don't go over there, man. That's your death if you go over there.
Yeah.
We gotta be spiritual. What the prophet said, so 100%. It's 100%.
Because, you have a lot of sudden deaths. They'll say, my man just died, Say, what happened? They say, they don't know what happened, he just had a headache, and that's a demon that killed him, man. Because he probably went and slept with a woman that was on a period. He just met her. He didn't even take his time to research the girl. You don't know what bloodline she comes from. You don't know who her father is. Because there's a lot of niggas out here the Most High wants to kill, man. So you meet a girl, you don't even know no history about her. You're just on Instagram, oh yeah, she's good looking. She could be on the Most High's hit list, bro. And she could be in a spiritual marriage with one of the demons we're gonna read about. And then you just run into it, and then that's it for you, man. So hey, it says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, There's some spirits out here, man. So when we show you the purification laws and all that, you better take it in account. Read that.
This is Tobit chapter 3 verse 8. Because that she had been married to 7 husbands.
Because what? Because that she had been married to 7 husbands. So that's talking about Tobias's wife. 7 men in succession were put to death because she was spiritually married to the demon Asmodeus, man. So this thing we're talking about is real. That's in the Bible. Okay? Read.
Because that she had been married to 7 husbands, whom Asmodeus, the evil spirit, had killed before they had lain with her. Dost thou not know, said they, that thou hast strangled thine husband?
And also, you brothers that go around, you sisters that go around sleeping with these different men, you gotta remember, every time you sleep with a man, you're making a union with other spirits. You're not just sleeping with just a man, So if the man is mob-tied to homosexual demons, those demons are gonna jump on you. And then you're gonna start having problems in your life, okay? That's why you gotta be careful when you're playing ball out here, man. And you know these niggas ain't right. They're all creeping around, like I told you last time. These jakes, man, they're just out here. They're just out here, just promiscuous, okay? So you gotta protect yourself. You gotta be very careful with these guys. These are the same niggas that pissed off Yahweh by Shemaiah in the wilderness, to the point that he wanted to wipe them out. So when you see them out there, don't just be quick to jump and give your number.
Hell no.
Don't do that. Especially if he's not a man of the Lord. That's a no-no because you don't know his lifestyle. He could be one of them type of niggas that as soon as he has sex with this girl, he doesn't even have a shower. Then he'll come and see you. You know, some jakes do that, you know.
Of course. But a lot of people don't even know that cleansing ritual that is after copulation you have to clean.
Yeah, you have to
people,
clean.
people don't even know that, man. Even in these streets, some people don't even clean themselves after they have sex, bro.
Hey, even a nigga can put his hand inside a woman's vagina that's on a period, okay? Because you know sometimes these niggas are so wicked. The woman will say, oh, I'm on my period, and you say, yeah, but can I at least play with the pussy? He puts his hand inside the vagina. We need to talk about this, because it's happening.
I don't do them things, bro.
He puts his hand.
It's not about
Let me teach, bro. So he puts his hand inside, alright? So he's unclean now for 7 days. But he won't come and tell you that he went and done that.
And they will come and
so he gonna come to you now. So you gotta be careful out here, you know.
Number one, yeah, yo. That's why my cousin always says this to me. Yeah, don't shake people's hands. Yeah, give them if you don't know them like that, don't touch their hands. Straight.
And that's why the men of the Lord used to live in solitary. They don't want to be around people, man, because they know people fucking around.
Yeah, when you know too much, it's difficult.
Some nigga went and put his hand inside a woman's pussy that was on a period, and then you come and shake your hand. You be like, yo, bro, what's up? And then now you're unclean for 7 days. And then you're walking down the street, and then a car hits you and you die. The Spirit of the Lord can't deliver you because he said, what? Ye shall be holy unto me, lest I see any unclean thing in thee.
Yes.
That's what? Deuteronomy 23.
That's why you have to clean your ass as well.
We're going to go into that. We're going to go into that, man. So like we said, this is a spiritual camp, man. And in most cases, brothers hate spiritual camps. Because they're all carnal. So read.
We're going to stay spiritual.
Thou hast had already 7 husbands, neither was no name after any of them.
Carry on reading. It's all the way to 17. Carry on.
Right. Continuing on. This is Tobit 3 and
raise up your voice, bro.
This is carrying on. This is Tobit 3. This is Tobit 3 and 9 now. Wherefore dost thou beat us for them? If they be dead, go thy ways after them. Let us never see of thee either son or daughter. When she heard these things, she was very sorrowful, so that she thought to have strangled herself, and she said, I am the only daughter of my father, and if I do this, it shall be a reproach unto him, and I shall bring his old age with sorrow unto the grave. Okay. Continue, yeah? It's 11. Verse 11 now. Then she prayed towards the window and said, Blessed art thou, O Lord my God.
Then she what? Then she prayed towards the window and said, Blessed art thou, O Lord my God. Right, so that shows, that's why I got the prayer here through the Spirit. Show that real quick. You know, you sisters out there, the Abanawa prayer, we never really went over that with you. But you know, I'll show that real quick, okay? Because there's a prayer that the elders taught us. So all of you guys that say, oh, you know, we think we know more than the elders do. We never said we know more than they do. We're just saying this is the next stage after the water baptism. That's right. You know what I mean? Because the elders taught us what? Abanawa, Shabashamayama, Badasha, Ayahashamaka, Yahawaha, Bahashama, Yahawasha'ai, Malakawataka, Taba'aha, Ratazawanaka, Ayaha, Aishaha, Ba'aha Rataza, Kawahayaha. Okay? See that? So that's the I don't want a palala, man. Show it to them, man. Show us. Give it to my Allah. You see that? So this is the, I'll just break it down, innit? So so for the sisters that are learning, this is the Abanawa Shabashamayama prayer, you know?
Yeah, man, it's beautiful.
Got it on the ancient scroll, right? So that's Abanawa, Shabashamayama, Kwadasha, Hayaha, Shamaka, Yahawaha, Bahashama, Yahawasha'ai, okay? Taba'a, Ratazawanaka, Hayaha, Aishaha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayaha, Bashamayama, okay? Nathan, Lanawa, Lachama, Kala, Kala, Yawama, okay? I think this is all day, innit? Yeah, give us this day our daily bread. So basically that's the Lord's Prayer. So Abanawa, our Father, Shabashamayama, who are in heaven. So what the brother will do is he'll put it in the video, you know, so I just wanted to just briefly show it to you. So these are the kind of prayers that you should be saying. And if possible, you can even get one of these, okay? And just put it in your house, man. Even the 10 Commandments, you can have that in your house because that brings a spiritual vibration into the yard. Alright? So Natan Lanawa, Lachama, Kala Yawama. Alright, what is this? Wa Salaha Lanawa. Okay. Khawaba Thanawa. So that's pretty much, you know, the Lord's Prayer. I don't want to go through the whole thing, but just to show you. So because hey, that sister that was in a spiritual marriage, she prayed to the Lord, man. And a lot of you sisters probably don't know how to pray to the Most High. So it's the Abanawa, Shabashamayama, Kodasha, the Kahana, Ya Chazakwala is gonna put it in the video. Okay? He's gonna put it in. And he's gonna put it in English so that you sisters can practice that, because you know we've got this in the Lashawana Kodasha. Alright?
I'm gonna put that in English.
And not everyone can read the Lashawana Kodasha.
Even me, I'm struggling
okay. Waha Fapa Aratha La'ai Walamyam Amana. That's what? Forever and ever. Aman. Okay. Because that's the last bit. Forever and ever. Amen. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Like that. So yeah, that's the last one.
Foundation.
Adawana Palala. The Lord's Prayer. Adawana means Lord. Palala means prayer.
Prayer.
So if you can't get one of these papyruses, if you can't get one of these ancient scrolls, you can just write it on a board, okay? And just put it in your house, man. Recite it every morning. Just like saying good morning, you just say it. Like, you know, we've got prayers for like bathing as well, you know, but that's a bit more advanced. So start off with the Aduana Palala. That's how, you know, most of the brothers started off in this truth, man.
If the woman, if the sister want anything, they can give us, they can write us, you know.
Yeah, you send it in the email.
Send an email and everything.
Right, so I might need some light soon. It's getting a bit dark. Right. So Tobit chapter 3, verses 8 to 17. A precept showing how most physically endowed women are unknowingly in spiritual marriages. Okay? So observing key precepts are important to quell these spirits from attaching themselves to you. Most notably, the woman's cycle, which is a 15-day non-contact period of separation. Mama, get Leviticus 15 verses 31. So yeah, man, so that period, that cycle, and all this goes back to the tribe of Asher, because Asher comes with what? Like we said, that grooming spirit. They show you how to take care of yourself, man. That's all into Asher as well, because hey, all these precepts are going to help you sisters be better wives too. You know? So read that, Leviticus 15 verse 31. And that cycle is very important. Yeah, just hold that for now. So that was the spiritual marriage. So she prayed unto the Most High. We've shown you the Adawana Palala. Okay? So So now we go and read a law about the purification, because that's a stumbling block in Israel today, man.
That's right.
Because a lot of you sisters are nonchalant about the cycles. And you might think, yo, but if he sleeps with me, he's the one that's being destroyed. But if you love the man, you ain't gonna want him to be destroyed, innit? And if you want to keep the relationship healthy...
So what you saying? You got to sleep with them and bring back over her head then?
No. What we're saying is, when a woman is on her cycle, she has to be separated.
Okay,
That's what we're reading. So read it, my man. Read it.
Yes.
This is Leviticus chapter 15, verse 31.
Bring it up.
Thus shall ye separate the children of Israel from their uncleanness, that they die not in their uncleanness.
Did you hear that? You got to separate them so that they don't die. That's why we said a lot of strange deaths are linked to the purification laws, man.
When they defile my tabernacle that is among them.
There you go. Right, so a precept going into how crucial the separation in that time of the month is, as most Jakes overlook this severity, hence their lack of success in relationships. And low spiritual vibration. Yeah, it puts you on a low spiritual vibration. Yeah. It said it must also be noted that all sisters are to purchase copper buckets. You know the bucket made of copper? Alright? If they can afford it. Because the reason why they make pipes with copper is because copper and water go hand in hand. And also copper is what? It's got minerals inside that rejuvenate the water, man. Okay? Because you got to remember, your temple is a temple inhabited by the spirit of Yahweh. Alright? So if you can get a copper bucket, get that as well. It says, all sisters are to purchase copper buckets if they can afford it, and sprinkle some sea salt in it thoroughly. Alright? So put some sea salt in it.
What, a bucket of water?
Yeah, bucket. The copper bucket of water.
Bucket.
Yeah.
What that do? The bucket absorbs the minerals in the soil.
Yeah. There's a reason why Moses made that serpent with the copper as well.
Okay. Yeah.
And when they looked at it, they were healed. That was spiritual. So copper is very important. Okay. It says the women must shave all pubic hairs, okay, as the hair absorbs the period blood. Because pretty much that's what happens, man. The hairs absorb the period blood. Okay, so the sisters have to shave that hair, man, after the cycle, right? So I'll become like an Asherite now, innit? I'm showing the grooming. It says they must shave all the pubic hair, okay, as the hair absorbs the period blood, okay? Right, so the hair absorbs the period blood, okay? Shaving hairs in and around the anus is also very essential. Now, the question I want to ask, how many of you brothers and sisters, when was the last time you shaved the hair around your anus? Because a lot of people think it's not important, but you know when the shit comes out of your ass, right? The hair is absorbing the waters that's coming out from your anus. That's why you need to shave the hair on your anus from time to time, like maybe every 3 months. You shave it. You have to renew it, man, because it can become a stumbling block. And also, you can't compare yourself to certain men, you know, because every man has a different spirit on it. The spirit that will be on the Kahana Yachazakwala may not necessarily be on me. He can have a more higher vibratory spirit on him in terms of, you know, spiritual powers and all that. He could be on a different level to me. I could be on a different level to him. So just because a certain brother doesn't do it and he's okay, that doesn't mean you should compare yourself to him and say, okay, I ain't gonna do it as well. Because it's not gonna affect you the same way. Everyone is different, man. So to be on the safe side, you gotta listen to what we're saying, you know. Because we're gonna pull out a precept on that as well. Especially you sisters as well, man. You gotta take care of that part, okay? Right, so Mayama, get Deuteronomy 23 verse 13, man. It says, So shave all the hairs around the anus. This is also very essential. Okay? Right. And also, you sisters should have 2 separate towels when bathing. Never use the sponge to wash your anus and wash your face. Because a lot of you guys, when you bath, you wash your ass and then you wash your face.
Hell no.
You're not supposed to do that. Even the sponge, when you're bathing with a sponge, the last place you clean is your anus. See that? Because you're rubbing the thing on your face, man. You know? You never know, you might meet your husband that day and then he won't like you. As soon as he looks at your face, it's spiritual. You see something else, you'll be like, nah, man, I don't want this girl, man. That's spiritual. You miss out on your husband, man. So read that Deuteronomy.
This is Deuteronomy,
verse 13.
Chapter 23, verse 13.
Yeah, man. Because that anus, man, is a big stumbling block. Okay? Read it.
And thou shalt have a paddle upon thy weapon.
Right?
And it shall be when thou wilt ease thyself abroad.
When thou what? When thou shalt ease thyself abroad. So that shows the toilets are not even supposed to be in the house. Because if you go to most Asian societies, the toilet was far away from the yard. Because it's a stumbling block. You see that? A lot of people don't know that, you know. Back in the Asian world, you would never find a toilet in the house. But now Esau knows that. He's trying to destroy you niggas. So he puts the toilet right in the house next to the kitchen. He knows what he's doing, man. That's why when we get these guys here, oh my God, they are going to get it, man. Read that.
Thou shalt dig therewith and shalt turn back.
And shall what?
And shall turn back.
Uncover that which cometh from thee.
Hey, that's why dogs, through the spirit, after they take a shit, they always go like that.
Especially cats.
So even the dog, yeah. No, dogs do it too. They kick back. I see them do it.
Bro, I never seen that.
Nah, they do it.
But these dogs today, they're supposed to be on the thing, but the real dog, they will do that thing.
They kick back. They kick back. You can look it up after the lesson. So dogs kick back. So through the spirit, they're trying to show you that that's abominable. So that shows you gotta take care of yourself, man. Lest what the Most High do what? Because a lot of brothers might think it's not important, but look, listen to what the Most High said, man.
13, right?
Yeah. And thou shalt dig. You know you shouldn't close the precept.
No, it's just thou shalt dig therewith and shalt turn back and cover that which cometh from thee.
Right?
Verse 14. For the Lord thy God.
Wait, for the what?
For the Lord thy God.
Right, read.
Walketh in the midst of thy camp.
That's what? Walketh in the midst of thy camp. So if you claim you respect the Most High, wouldn't you clean your shit up?
Yes.
Come on, man. The Most High said He's spirit. That's why a lot of you brothers have been seeing demons, you know. Spirits that you think are demons.
Don't wash your ass, bro.
That's why a lot of you brothers have been seeing spirits, man. That's your own spirit that the Most High has assigned to you that's fighting against you, man. It says the Most High walketh amongst you. So you have to keep yourself a certain way. Or you're going to struggle out here, man. And in the process, you're going to be killed.
To deliver thee.
To do what?
To deliver thee.
To do what?
To deliver thee.
Alright?
And to give up thine enemies before thee.
And to what? And to give up thine enemies before thee.
Therefore shall thy camp be holy, that he see no unclean thing in thee, and turn away from thee.
There you go. So it's very, very important, man. Alright? Very, very important. Brothers need to realize that. We're not just making these things up. Right, so Deuteronomy chapter 23 verses 13. Alright? And also, back to normal. And also, like I said, you're supposed to have 2 towels as well for you sisters, man. The towel that you used to wipe your ass is not the same towel that you used to wipe your face or your body. You should have like a small face towel that you use for your ass. Because that ass is a stumbling block, man. You gotta be careful. You gotta be very, very careful what you're doing out here. You gotta be spiritual, alright? Right, so Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 13 to 14, a precept showing the importance of cleanliness when dealing with your power, who is Yahweh. All these are synonymous with the tribe of Asher. As for the most part, Asherite women will make the best wives and the best teachers of the house, and the best teachers of housekeeping and etiquette. But overall, the star quality of the Asherites will be the cooking, as the Moroccans, who go back to the tribe of Asher, okay, are world renowned for their excellent cooking and production of one of the most coveted oils in the world, the argan oil.
The sister, the Moroccan sister sells the product. She sells the argan oil and the black soap.
I know her.
Good sister, man.
Right, so get Genesis 49 and 20, man. So you see, we ain't making this up. The brother just gave a testimony, man. But anyway, you guys are gonna grow to learn, and they gonna swear they was down. They gonna say, oh, you know I was down with you, brother. You know we love you.
Yeah, but the thing about me, I watch everything.
I love you.
Me, I watch everything in Israel, man.
Bro, it's like, yeah, a woman can tell me she loves me, bro. I love God, bro.
They gonna be like, oh, you know I love you,
and I don't
brother.
love everyone. I got love for the
They say, brother, you know I've always been down with you, you know. I love you, brother. That's how niggas are, man. They always talk shit. But you gonna get a flare blitz on your face. A flare blitz.
Fire! Boom.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be a flare blitz.
Alright, so this is Genesis chapter 49, verse 20. Out of Asher, his bread shall be fat.
His what?
His bread shall be fat. And he shall yield royal dainties.
And he shall what?
And he shall yield royal dainties.
So that's talking about food. Food fit for kings, man. Because when you go to Morocco, what do you notice? All the houses have a reddish brown color, which is like bread. You see? That's the color of bread. Alright? And also the bread from Morocco is really nice as well. You know, they're known for like making the bread and all of that. Yeah, good. Yeah. Right, so Genesis 49 verse 20, a precept showing how the tribe will dominate the excellency of cooking. That's the sister that said she's from the tribe of Asher, isn't it?
And we're doing a lesson.
No,
You see, oh my, I'm tired of this.
What?
I'm tired of this. Last time it was a girl that's from Togo, Zana Yamayana.
So
that's the girl from Asher.
That means you can cook, innit? You're a good cook, innit? Because remember, you say you're from the tribe of Asher, innit? So that means you're a good cook, man. You're good with the spices and all of that. You got that talent, innit? Even you don't even know why you're good at cooking, innit? You're like, yo, you know, when it smells good and yeah, because that's the tribe of Asher's, that's their blessing.
Wow,
like
that's
keeping the house, cooking, you know what I mean? Making that nice sauce, you know, that will light up the whole place. Yeah, you're looking nice today, though. Yeah, you're looking nice today, man.
Looking good, sister.
Yeah, looking good, man. So today we're talking about your tribe, you know. Yeah, we're talking about your tribe. And you come right at the right time.
I wanted to ask her, how does she know she's from? Because that's the spirit.
Nah, it's the spirit,
It's
innit?
the spirit, because the
spirit,
fact that she came today, when we're doing the Asher lesson, that's how you know that the spirit is working.
That's the spirit, yeah. It's good to see you, man. You know, it's good to see you. Thanks for the water last time, man. Because we were basically saying, it's funny, we spoke about the worst wives to pick.
Right. And then,
which is Banyaya,
right, and then
Banayamaya,
the best
wives to pick. And because basically the women from the tribe of Asher, they make the best wives. Yeah, that's a fact. They make the best wives. Obviously, a lot of the sisters in this empire have been destroyed because, you know, the brothers, for the most part, they ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know how they are, innit? Fake ass niggas, they lie, they cheat, they do all kind of stuff, they sleep around, they don't take care of themselves, boxer short lying there, you know, bun up weed in the yard, you know, just mad shit. So yeah, that's what's going on, man. Right, so I need some light, you know. I can't.
No, that's why I gave him the thing in it.
Right, so Genesis 49 verse 20, It says a precept showing how the tribe would dominate the excellency of cooking. And it is notable how most of the houses in Morocco, have you got any Moroccan friends? You see that?
That is spiritual, man. Wow, look at this, bro. Look at it's mad.
You know the land of Asher is in Morocco. Yeah.
The land of Asher.
You see that? That's the spirit. She just said she met someone from Morocco. You see, we're not making this up, man.
That's what the brothers out there saying that we're chatting rubbish. And that's a girl from Morocco, bro.
Oh, sister. Wait. Wait, are you from Morocco?
Yeah. She's from Morocco, man.
No, you know we're talking about your tribe, you know. You know the Moroccans. No, but you know what? You know the people from Morocco.
Your oil and your argan oil and your black soap and
You know the Bible talks about how Asher's gonna be blessed with bread, oil. You know, like the cooking. Yeah, the Bible talks about it. Get that, Genesis 49. Let's read you one scripture before you go, because you know the people in Morocco are in the Bible. Do you know that? You know the Atlas Mountains. The Atlas Mountains. You know what it's called in the Bible? Lebanon. Because you know what Lebanon means? It means whiteness. Have you noticed when you see the Atlas Mountains, there's like a snow cap, it's like white at the top. That's what Lebanon means, you know.
Okay.
So you come from the tribe of Asher. Yo, so that means you're an Israelite from the tribe of Asher.
Israel's been spread out.
Yeah,
in Morocco we have some Jews.
Oh, right.
The Berber tribe.
Okay.
The Berbers.
They're black in it.
You know what they call the Berbers? The Greek that give us that name. But the Berbers, the people who was there before the Arab invasion.
Yeah.
And some of them carried the Hebraic culture with them, and it was not brought by the Ashkenazi faith.
But there you go. You see,
that's the
spirit. That's Asher right there, man.
They don't even, they call themselves Ashkenazi, but real Ashkenazi.
So we got two Asherites.
But like some of them saw Jewishness presence in North Africa and they came there.
Yeah.
But some people like me, been there for centuries. We didn't have prophets.
Yeah.
We start David.
The Dalafa. That's how you know that.
So read it.
20.
Sister, read. Blast it. Read it. Sister, listen to this scripture, about Asher. The reason why Morocco have the best oil, the argan oil, and even the olive oil as well. It's in the Bible. Read it. Read it, man, for the people that say we're making it up.
So this is Genesis chapter 49, verse 20. Out of Asher his bread shall be fat, and he shall yield royal dainties.
And he shall what?
And he shall yield royal dainties.
Right, so that's talking about basically, the cooking, the food for the kings. Yeah, but I want the oil part. I think that one is in Deuteronomy, isn't it? Yeah, Deuteronomy 33. Get that one. Get the one about where Moses, I think we want the one where Moses blessed them.
Blessing on Moses.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Which verse?
Yeah, even, Casablanca. What does it mean?
White House.
It means White House.
Yeah.
Lebanon means whiteness.
Yeah, Lebanon.
Because look, when you go to the Atlas Mountains, what do you see? The cedar trees.
I mean,
the cedar.
in the summer, it's very ganja growing.
Oh yeah. Look, she's talking about the weed, the hash.
The hashish,
But because
the
we grow
Moroccan
there,
hash.
we grow naturally.
But did you know that in the Bible, there's a land right in Asher called Cana. And Cana goes to cannabis.
Yeah.
Cannabis.
And you know, it's called in Morocco, it's called Ketama. Ketama is the region.
Right.
Probably not. Deuteronomy 30.
Yeah. So here it is. This is the oil part. The
So this is
argan
Deuteronomy.
oil, the olive oil. All right.
This is Deuteronomy, chapter 33, verse 24. And of Asher, he said, let Asher be blessed with children.
Let what?
Let Asher be blessed with children.
Yo, put the light on.
Let him be acceptable to his brethren.
Let him be what?
Let him be acceptable to his brethren.
Right.
And let him dip his foot in oil.
And let him what?
And let him dip his foot in oil.
So that means Asher will be blessed with the best oil. You see that?
That's why you got the argan
Because
oil.
you know Genesis 49, Jacob blessed all his sons. But when he got to Asher, he was specific about the oil. He said Asher is gonna have the best
So
oil.
everybody got their blessing and
Yeah, so Asher
blessing was to get the oil.
to get the best oil and also the cooking as well, because you know the oil is used for cooking. That's why when you go to Morocco, the food, man,
Even
the food is
breakfast,
just
for
very.
breakfast, we have homemade bread and drink mint tea, yeah? And we dip bread in the olive oil as a breakfast with dates.
Yeah,
so
we
we got
got-
dates on the side, bread, dip or olive oil.
Right.
If we're lucky to get honey, we get honey. If it's not honey, the bees don't give us honey, we don't get honey.
Sister, listen, man, listen.
Right, so Genesis 49 verse 20, a precept showing how the tribe will dominate the excellency of cooking, because hey, no one can cook better than those Moroccan people, hands down. That's why.
Come on, there's a multitude of
Beautiful
taste.
food,
in
yeah,
all of
yeah, exactly.
Africa.
No, we see that.
Come on, man, like the whole of Africa is blessed. You try fufu, groundnut soup from Ghana.
Yeah, but no, Morocco.
Yeah, but the Moroccan dish is top notch. Top notch.
Yeah. It's healthy also.
For
it's
kings,
healthy.
for kings. It says food fit for kings.
You see the king of Morocco, it's not fat. It's healthy. Look at the king of Morocco, yeah?
Yeah.
The king who have their king.
Yeah, I know.
The kingdom which has a king that doesn't look healthy, it says a lot about the quality of the food of the kingdom.
You're right.
Because it's the best of what the kingdom provides is given to that king. You know?
Right.
So if you get fat
Yeah,
or
yeah,
unhealthy or them look
Yeah.
funny,
I know.
they're the fruit of their environment.
I know what you're saying.
Right, so most of the houses in Morocco have a reddish brown like color.
Yeah.
Okay, representing the color of bread and the cooking pots.
Yeah, the tagine. I cooked this yesterday, right?
You see what I'm saying?
Like that, yeah.
Right, so another notable point is the economic hub of Morocco, Casablanca. Okay, which means White House, which can be spiritually linked to the real Lebanon, which means whiteness. Because that's what Lebanon means, right? Whiteness.
Lebanon means white.
Right, so Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 7 and Joshua chapter 19 verses 28 to 29, a precept putting the rock of Gibraltar into perspective, named in the scriptures as Tyre. So get Tyre. You know that rock?
Yeah, it's Jebel al-Tariq. Jebel means mountain. Al-Tariq was a conqueror.
The guy that took over. Yeah. He was a Moor as well.
He was a Moor that took up Spain.
Oh, now we're talking about
We're reading the Bible.
We're reading the Bible, but we're basically breaking down the tribe of Asher.
Take care.
Yeah, he could he could be from. Where you from, bro?
Take care, sister, okay?
Where you from? I'm interested. Yeah, take care. Yeah, we say. Yeah. It's fun, man. Yeah. Yo, bro, where you from, bro? Come.
You guys are the real one. The fake one are killing people right now. They're killing us right now.
Afghanistan.
You guys
Take it easy.
All right, man. Take care.
Tell that Rasta man here to come.
Malaka, next time. Sister, stay blessed, man. Stay
Remember
blessed.
about the bicycle. Remember the glasses, bro.
Yo, Malaka, you gotta be in order, man. We're teaching.
Don't worry, it's okay.
I'll show you next time.
This one you play music with this bicycle is always there.
I told him to come.
But
Yeah,
when
but
you
it's
still
got
call
nothing to
him,
do-
I
let's
can't bring him
carry on
under
the
his
lesson.
wife, man. You know what I mean? Anyway, bless you.
Stay blessed.
Right, get the outline of biblical usage for Tyre.
Okay.
So you see that? You see how the Most High brought Asher as well?
See that? And the darker Asher and
The lighter Asher.
the
The best of both worlds.
Bro, this guy is straight.
You see that? Yeah, man. Read Tyre, get the definition for Tyre. Because Tyre goes back to the rock of Gibraltar.
It's getting blurry again, man.
Yeah, it's because it's dark, innit?
When you clean the lens, clean the lens. Clean the lens, wipe the lens.
No, that's nothing to do with it.
Are you sure?
Wait, let me see it. Or is it still blurry?
Check the lens up.
Let me sort it out. Go in the footage. Let me.
Time is ticking.
It's not focusing, innit?
We were talking about focus earlier as well.
Oh, are you done? How long you got left?
Yeah, there you go. Yep. Yeah. So, brothers, get in the shot so I can see you.
How many more pages is that?
1 page.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright. You ready?
Yeah, Myanmar, go that way a bit.
Is it good?
Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah. All right, so let's carry on.
Alright, ready?
Yeah, read it.
So the outline of biblical usage for Tyre or Tyrus equals a rock.
Equals what?
Equals a rock.
Right, so that a rock goes back to the Rock of Gibraltar.
Right.
There's no other explanation for that. Alright? Right, and it says also Zidon goes back to how the snake charmers hunt snakes in Morocco. Because Zidon also means what? Hunting. That's what Zidon. So Tyre and Zidon, rock hunting. Rock hunting. Right, so another fact. Yeah, there's one more page to go and we're done. Right, so another fact to point out. The wind won't let me, man. You see what we gotta go through to bring this out? So hey, in Shah season, when I flare blitz you, don't say I'm wicked, you know.
No, man.
Another fact to point out is the Asherite city of Akko, A-C-C-H-O, get that, Malaka. Which means his straightness can be linked to the Gibraltar Straits. Because there's a city in Asher called His Straightness. That goes back to the Gibraltar Straits, man. Okay?
What aqua? How do you spell aqua?
A-C-C-H-O. It says can be linked to the Gibraltar Straits, a clear example of how the tribe of Asher are in and around Morocco today. As just shown, the sister came from the tribe of Asher. So did we hire her to come here and pretend?
No. That's clearly the spirit.
You know, like the Christian pastors do, they go hire
they
people.
will hire people and they can do the madness.
The thing that I had her in my mind, you know, and
Yeah,
I spoke about her earlier on.
And then she just manifests. There you go. So how can you deny that?
Because that's the family.
Because it's fucking niggas, man. They just want to talk shit.
Yeah.
You know?
That's alright.
Right, so it says his straightness can be linked to the Gibraltar Straits, a clear example of how the tribe of Asher are in and around Morocco today. Yeah, take care, sister. Take care. And most importantly, the Moors of Spain and Italy, man. Who took over Spain and Italy? The Moors. They came from Morocco, man. That was Asherites, bro. The tribe of Asher predominantly are in Morocco. So they would have gone into Spain and Italy, man. That's why the Italians and the Spanish are also known for their food as well. That's Asher dominating that sector. Okay? Because the Italians, what do? They got the pizza, the pasta. So that shows you Asher's up there too, man. You know?
Alright. So the outline of biblical usage for Akko equals his straightness.
Equals what?
His straightness.
That goes back to the Gibraltar Straits.
Yay!
Come on, man. We're not making this. They're gonna say we making that one up as well?
They're gonna say we're too deep.
Yeah, so Yashira, when you do return, I'm gonna give you 40 lashes, man, because you should have been out here working the camera.
That's right.
You know, that's if you want to get back in the tabernacle at the water. You're gonna get 40 lashes, man. Because he was meant to be cameraman, innit? But he ran away. Right, so it says the tribe of Asher in and around Morocco today. And most importantly, the Moors of Spain and Italy, okay, who spilled in to conquer Europe from Morocco. They were most noted for how they groomed and fed the Europeans. They taught them how to clean themselves. That's Asher, bro. Because remember, Asher will show you how to keep yourself, you know, the grooming. Asher, they'll be good at grooming. You know?
Because
there's a picture of an Asherite washing one of the Edomite women.
I think I've got it. I think I'll look
Yeah, man, put it on the video.
I think I got it somewhere, man.
Yeah. They bathe them because they're living like animals.
And I think they're the one that, you know, bro, the bathrooms, in
the bathroom,
the dark ages and all of that, the cleanness.
The cleanness, yeah. And fed the Europeans and transformed them from an almost animal-based state. And look at them today, all proud and shit.
Yeah.
When we clean them up, look at them, look at them.
Now they clean the chat.
Now we're going to put them in a hole. Right, so it says from an almost animal-based state into civilized persons, teaching them how to bathe and cook food correctly. Another city in Asher to note is Beten. So get Beten, B-E-T-E-N, which means womb. Alright? Joshua 19 and 25, a precept shedding light on the city Beten, which brings to mind the womb-like shape of the Mediterranean. Because the Mediterranean is like a closed womb, and the exit is the Gibraltar Straits, which is shaped, the womb-like shape of the Mediterranean, with the Gibraltar Straits being the narrow passage of exit.
Right.
Deuteronomy chapter 33 verse 24, a precept showing how Asher will be blessed with fine oil, hence the argan oil.
Right.
This is also heavily used in the production of makeup, which for the most part it keeps the daughters happy and beautiful, because remember Leah said the daughters shall call me blessed, because Asher's oil is used to make the makeups. That's what the women used to make themselves look good, and it makes them feel good about themselves. Yeah, and they're happy, man. You know? Right, so it keeps the daughters happy and beautiful, pertaining to Leah's initial remarks concerning the tribe's spiritual frequency. It is also fair to say most Asherite women will outlive their husbands, as shown by the prophetess Anna. Get Luke 3:36, because they do all the cooking and everything. Yeah, Luke. Oh, you got the Beten. Yeah, read Beten real quick. Let me check the camera. So read Beten and then get that one, Luke.
So the outline of biblical usage for Beten equals womb.
Equals what?
Womb.
There you go. So it equals womb, man.
Nice.
Yeah, you just have to zoom in and focus. Right, so it equals womb, because the Mediterranean is shaped like what? A womb. It's a closed circuit. That's why Galilee means what? Circuit. The Galilee of the Gentiles.
Right.
Asia, Europe, and Africa.
Right.
It's like a circuit of nations.
Right. That's what
And
it
to
means,
exit,
Galilee means circuit.
yeah, Galilee means circuit. So that means the Sea of Galilee would have been on the coast of Africa, which is North Africa today.
Yes.
And to exit the circuit is through the Gibraltar Straits. I mean, come on, you can't come up against the new wine, man. Okay? You can't. Because through the Shah, we forgot to clap for Yahweh. Okay? He sent the sister, man.
Let's clap.
Man. Yeah, man. Kala halala Yahweh. He just showed us the Moroccan sister, 2 Moroccans.
One Asher, right? I believe she's from Uganda, that girl.
Yeah.
And then one Asher
from Morocco. Just to show you that this is not a gimmick. Because she's actually from Morocco as well.
Yeah.
Literally.
So right now, the only thing that's left is the Kaboko, man. That's it, man. We're gonna beat these niggas, man. I'm fucking tired of them. The Most High is giving you, you've been searching. Now he's giving it to you. Now you're bitching. That's how we know they've been in Babylon for too long, man. All right? Have you got that, Malaka?
Luke what?
Now I have to find the precept again.
You say Luke 3,
Yeah, Luke 2 and 36. Luke chapter 2 verse 36. You know, when I was a reader, yeah, a brother asked me for a precept, I used to put my finger on it. You gotta learn how to do that.
Okay, so this is Luke chapter 2 verse 36. And there was one Anna, a prophetess, the daughter of Phanuel, of the tribe of Asher.
Of the tribe of what?
Of the tribe of Asher.
Asher.
Yeah, it says Asher, but it's Asher. Yeah,
Of the tribe of Asher.
Right.
She was of a great age, and had lived with an husband 7 years from her virginity. Bless you.
But she was what?
And she had lived with an husband 7 years from her virginity. Verse 37. And she was a widow.
And she was what?
And she was a widow.
So that shows you guys that you let your women cook for you. Why do you think these women outlive you men? That's spiritual, man. Because they do all your cooking for you.
Yeah, at least let her cook maybe the time when she clean, innit? But when she not clean, you cook, man.
Yeah, but even still, if you can, do all the cooking.
Yeah.
If you can, do all the cooking, man. That's what I'm saying. Because there's a reason why she was a widow. Her husband was supposed to bury her. She's not supposed to bury her husband. Okay? Because she was probably cooking, she was possibly cooking all the food, doing everything. Because a lot of these men, when their wife is on their period, they don't even observe the rituals. But even if they do, they won't know what to do because they think the cooking is the woman's solely task. That's what I thought. The man is meant to be doing the cooking, man.
Thank God I was taught that from young.
But anyway, let me just bring this out. Right, so a precept showing how the Asherite outlived her husband. Most of the brothers that think women are inclined to do all the cooking are most likely to die. Brothers, I'm making a very serious point here. It says, brothers that think women are inclined to do all the cooking are most likely to die before their wives. Okay? As considering the 15-day separation cycle, okay, establishing women as cooks in a household wouldn't be ideal. Because remember, 30 days in a month, 15 days out of that 30, she's unavailable. So how can she be the cook in the house? You can't build a family like that. You see what I'm trying to say? Because for 15 days in that 30-day month, your wife is going to be out of action. So there'll be no consistency. That's why the men have to learn how to cook. And in most cases, the men that know how to cook end up outliving their wives. The reason why a lot of you niggas are dying and leaving your wives behind is because, you know, of that. That's spiritually discerned, by the way. Right, so it says, considering the 15-day separation cycle, establishing women as cooks in a household wouldn't be ideal. Wait, doesn't the scripture say, let Asher live and not die? I think it says that, you know. There's a reason why it says that. Let Asher live and not die. That's a code, isn't it? Yeah, give me the light, give me the light. You search for it. Right, it says, a household wouldn't be ideal as they can't be consistently available throughout the month. Hence the patriarch doing most the cooking. Okay, last page, brothers. Right, 2 Samuel chapter 20 verses 3. My get 2 Samuel 20 verses 3. Because even this shows you how spiritual food is. We're about to show you how spiritual food is. Okay? We're going to show you, man. 2 Samuel 20 verse 3.
This is 2 Samuel chapter 20 verse 3. And David came to his house at Jerusalem, and the cook and the king
Salaka, get carry on.
And the king took the 10 women, his concubines, whom he had left
right,
to keep the house,
right,
and put them in inwards,
right,
and fed them,
and did what?
And fed them,
and did what?
And fed them.
So the water was feeding his people, his wives. They weren't feeding him. He was the one feeding them.
right.
That's spiritual, man.
That's right.
Because the man is supposed to feed the women.
That's right. That's right.
It's a spiritual code, it's a spiritual transaction. The man is supposed to be feeding his wife. That's where the term breadwinner comes from. Okay? Yeah, that's it on that. So yeah, so
No, it's Reuben.
can I? A precept showing how David takes charge of the feeding of his women. Okay? So 1 Samuel chapter 28 verse 24. Get that, man, real quick. Let's finish up. 1 Samuel chapter 28 verse 24.
Chapter 28.
Yeah. Because notice, before King Saul was killed, something happened. 1 Samuel 28.
That's it.
1 Samuel 28, 24. Because remember, when King Saul went to see the spirit medium, something happened, didn't it? Before he died, didn't it? The Most High had to just make sure that Saul was going to die the next day. But watch what happened. So it shows you the Most High is a cold killer, man. When he's out to get you, he's going to get you.
This is 1 Samuel chapter 28 verse 24. And the woman had a fat calf.
And the what?
And the woman had a fat calf in the house, and she hasted and killed it, and took flour and kneaded it, and did bake unleavened bread thereof. Verse 25. And she brought it before Saul and before his servants, and they did eat.
And they what?
And they did eat.
You see that stumbling block there?
Then they rose up and went away that night.
So Saul's spirit would have been down because a woman cooked for him. You see that?
No.
Because we don't know. She could have been on a cycle. Because remember, she had familiar spirits on her. So she could have been on a cycle and she cooked for them and they ate it. So now it's like he's done. He's done. You see that? So we're going into these scriptures, man. She hasted it and she cooked it as well, you know. And it could be through the spirit. Maybe she wanted him to die. Because remember, he killed all the women with familiar spirits. So she was aware. She was like, nah, this nigga, I'm going to make sure you're going to die tomorrow. And that shows you how wicked women are, because Samuel had already told Saul that, look, tomorrow you're going to die. So she wanted to make sure. That's why, why are you going to cook for someone that's destined for death? She want to make sure, man. Right, so 1 Samuel chapter 28 verses 24. A precept showing how the Simeonite woman cooks Saul's final meal. Okay? Further spiritually implicated him to suffer the already destined fall by the Philistines. This shows how spiritual food is, as even Yahweh had the men of Levi cooking all the meats. And even the Muslim men typically have men cooking. Alright, so get 1 Samuel 21 verses 4. 1 Samuel 21 verses 4, motherfucker. Yeah, Shalom.
21 verses 4.
Yeah, 21, yeah. So 1 Samuel 21 verses 4. Alright, let's get it, let's get it.
This is 1 Samuel chapter 21 verse 4. And the priest answered David and said, there is no common bread under mine hand.
There is what?
There is no common bread
under mine hand.
But there is hallowed bread.
But there is what? But there is hallowed bread.
If the young men have kept themselves, at least from women.
If the what? If the young men have kept themselves, at least from women. Did you hear that? So that shows you food is spiritual, man.
Spiritual.
Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Food is spiritual, bro. Yeah, a lot of brothers don't consider, you know.
Yeah, even when I argue with a woman, I don't eat food, you know.
That's why they call it soul food.
Yeah, soul food. Yeah.
She gonna take your soul.
Yeah, take your soul with food.
And what did they say? Another way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Really, that's them being wicked, saying, if I want to destroy you, I'm going to destroy you through the food. See that? That's why when you watch these Babylonian movies, they always show the man laying down on the woman and she's feeding him grapes. But then you see someone will just come and chop his head off.
That's spiritual.
Yeah,
That's
man.
spiritual.
Right, so 1 Samuel 21 verses 4 to 5. Ahimelech shows the importance and spirituality behind food, which most Jakes take for granted. Okay, the numerical total for Asher, okay, being the eighth son of Jacob, runs back to the infinity, or the 8 number, which is also synonymous with the woman, okay, as she was the Chalakwa of Adam, because Chalakwa is what? The 8th character in Lashawana Kodasha.
That's right.
And basically, Chalakwa means what? Partition. So Eve was taken from Adam, so basically Eve was parted from Adam. That's why 8 goes back to the woman as well.
That's right.
That's why most women are shaped like an 8 figure.
That's right. Oh,
Okay.
that's powerful.
Yeah, man. And that's why Asher's the 8th son, because Asher can do all the stuff that women can do.
That's right.
There you go. So that's spiritual. Right. So it says, as she was the Chalakwa of Adam, taken from his rib, a woman is also typically shaped like an 8 figure. A look at one of the daughters of Asher will shed more light on what this tribe brought to the patriarchy. So when you go to Genesis chapter 46 verses 17, it mentions one of the daughters of Asher. Her name was called Sarah. So put that in the video for, you know, a lack of time. It says Sarah, which means the prince breathed. What does that mean? Basically, they'll give you rest. That's what Asherite women do. They give you rest. Okay?
They give you some nice rest.
Yeah. It says, shows how Asher came to relieve his mom from some of the pressures which comes in keeping a household of 8 sons.
That's right.
Because Leah needed help, man.
Right.
Who else was going to do it? Asher. Because Jacob was busy with his Instagram model. Right, so it says, the third outline of biblical uses of Sarah, okay, the daughter of Asher, means to be unrestrained. Because when you're restrained, it means you're stuck in a situation you can't.
Right.
So to be unrestrained can also go back to what? To be relieved or loosed. So basically, Asher came to give Leah a breather, a break.
That's right.
You know? It says, shows how good of a wife the women of Asher will be, with their natural, homely, and nurturing demeanor. Mayama, get Ecclesiasticus 36 and 24. That'll be the last precept before we do contemporaries. And
Bring that up.
Ecclesiasticus 36, 24. So yeah, so the Asherite women give you a break, man. You know? Because they do the cooking, the cleaning, but also it has this downside. Because like we said, women are not really supposed to be doing the cooking and the cleaning. So the cooking, not the cleaning, the cooking. They're meant to be doing the housekeeping. Okay? So most of the cooking should be done by the men. Alright? Especially when the woman is on her cycle. 44. Yeah. And if you have a wife that's from the tribe of Asher and she wants to cook all the time, what you could do is you could cook with her. So I'm saying you could cook with her. You can make her chop up the onions, you know, do all of that, but the main cooking should be done by you. Alright? Because even Abraham, he got his manservant to cook the food for the angels. That's wise. Sarah only did what? The cakes and that. But really, that's because Sarah was in menopause.
Yeah.
She wasn't cycling.
If your woman is over, what, is he 45?
Over 45 to 50. She hits menopause.
She hits menopause, so
Yeah.
that means she can cook.
Yeah, she can cook, man.
Doesn't bleed.
Nah, she don't bleed anymore, so she can cook. Yeah, but even still, spiritually,
Yeah,
the man should be
spiritually,
feeding his wife. The man should be feeding his wife. It goes back to, hunting, getting the animal, cooking the food, giving it to the wife. Then she take care of the children, keep the house. The breadwinner, it's a spiritual code, man. I read that, Ecclesiasticus 36:24.
Alright, so this is Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33.
36:24.
This is Ecclesiasticus, chapter 36, verse 24.
Bring it up.
He that getteth a wife,
He that what?
He that getteth a wife,
He that what?
he that getteth a wife,
Right?
beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself,
Right?
and a pillar of rest.
And a what?
and a pillar of rest.
That's what Asher brings.
That's right.
And notice it said a help like unto himself.
That's right.
That's what Asher brought to Leah. A help. He was a helper.
That's right.
You see that? A help meet for his mother.
Very important. Very,
Right.
very important.
So some contemporary examples of Asherites known amongst the tribes are Ainsley Harriet. You know Ainsley Harriet? Yeah, that guy's from Ainsley Harriet. You know the guy that does the food documentaries and all
Oh, that guy, yeah.
His name is Ainsley Harriet. So put him in the video. Put one of his clips or something. So Ainsley Harriet from the tribe of Asher, okay? He's from the BBC cooking game shows. He used to do the cooking game shows. And also Lenny Henry. You know the guy that does the Premier Inn advert? Premier Inn.
I probably see them.
Yeah. He's famous. So his name is Lenny Henry. Yeah, he does like the Premier Inn adverts, basically showing how you can rent all these hotels and be comfortable, like housekeeping.
He had his own show, innit?
Yeah, he had his own.
Yeah, so Lenny Henry is from the tribe of Asher as well. It says most comedians like Eddie Murphy and Russell Peters will all be Usherites, okay? As food and drinks and a bit of jokes top off a hard week's graft.
Hey.
Because Eddie Murphy did what? Trading places, which is kind of like how Asher traded places with Leah.
That's right.
He came and took over the domestic affairs,
Right.
like the cooking, the cleaning, because hey, Leah had it, man,
She went through
Yeah, man, she had all these sons, so Asher came and relieved her, gave her rest. So trading places can be synonymous with that. And also, Nutty Professor, he was overweight, big, eating all that food. That's Asher, man.
Smart though. Smart.
And also coming to America, he was working in McDonald's food franchise.
McDowell, Eddie McDowell.
Even
Yeah.
what is it? What is it? What's his name called? Eddie Murphy. Yeah, he even starred in Michael Jackson in one of his music videos.
Oh, really?
Remember the Times, that one.
Oh,
right. Yeah.
So yeah, man. So that's a few contemporaries just to touch on, And with that, we're gonna close out. Yeah, you got something you wanna add to that? And with that, we're gonna close out. We're gonna say Allah, halala,
Allah,
Yahawaha,
Yahawaha,
Bashama,
Bashama,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Brakatha,
Barakatha,
Hum Yashua,
Allah, Yeshua, Allah.
Yo.
Bala babala.
It's Abad. It's Abada.
Bala babala.
Babala.
Yo,